sing yet?
Hi again, friends. Doug Karsch live from my basement. This is my draft war room. I got the TV set up. You can see the reflection over this shoulder of the screens ready to go here as we are live on draft night. My son is here, the one that causes trouble. You'll probably be seeing him throughout the night. I do not know if we have Gator yet.
What's up? What's up, Dougie?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I got some scotch here and all sorts of lovely things. Yeah.
Oh, wait. More important than that. All right. More important than that.
Let's see the boot.
Oh man.
Now, for people who don't know the significance of this is the left shoe that I ran in 2 years ago, and I lost the right shoe. And I love, these are my favorite running shoes. And I've been hanging out waiting for the right shoe to appear, and it hasn't, which means one of two things is going to happen. The Lions will not trade. I will drink beer out of this shoe, and then tomorrow I'll find the right shoe. But
it's a handsome shoe, Doug.
Thank you. We'll have this just
very handsome shoe.
In the unlikely event that the Lions don't trade, and remember, they're trading with Washington to move back to 19 for 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. But in case they don't, I got this ready to go.
Does it have to be the correct trade or just any trade?
No, it can be any trade, even if they trade up.
What's the shoot to boot for Aaron Rodgers not being in the NFC North?
Well, so we got a tweet after the show because I said that during the show today. Look at you, straight from the bottle, Stoney.
Jesus, what are you hitting? Is it Doers?
Doers.
Oh my God,
Doers. Yeah, Doers white label.
I don't have a lot left, so
Mike jumping directly into the deep end of the pool. I got my little red. Wow. Mike straight out of a bottle.
I mean, that's aggressive.
Thank you very much.
Well, we got to be here for 2 hours. I don't know if you're planning on being here for 2 hours, but I'm impressed.
I'll be here to the end of the first round. Am I watching? So I might as well be here.
Body will be there.
Well, yeah. But you also have to be on the air like soon.
So it's the draft, and there's a rumor that the Lions might trade down to like 29 or wherever the Saints are, right?
Well, it's
so
true.
We have to stay up.
Can we see how much is left in that bottle?
I started a long time. I only started. I think that was like the second drink I had.
Okay.
So this has been around for a while.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a headache.
No.
If that's all you do, but
no.
You've leaned into much stronger than that.
Yes, I have.
Anyway, yeah. So the big story here is obviously it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Rodgers.
Is it? It's not Zach Wilson's girlfriend or whoever that was.
I didn't see.
That was nice. All right. Oh,
yeah.
No. The Aaron Rodgers thing is crazy. That's an absolutely crazy thing with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, for it to break this afternoon. I mean, obviously Lois is all excited about it.
Clearly,
yeah.
But this is we had that rumor during the show, and it was kind of like dismissed, right? It's like, oh, it's not it. But then it gained legs, and Schefter's all over it, saying he's telling people in Green Bay that he wants out. I'm stunned. Okay, all right. So I mean, this probably should happen tonight if you're Green Bay, right?
So
you want that pick?
I'm gonna see if I
among others.
We said on the show we didn't want this trade to happen because we didn't want Green Bay starting a rebuild on the same timeline as the Lions starting a rebuild.
Right.
We want Green Bay, Minnesota, and Chicago to hit the end of their swim lane right when the Lions are getting going. Right. And with Kirk Cousins, I mean, they got a good thing going with Dalvin Cook in Minnesota, and the defense, the Bears are, until they find a quarterback, they're obviously going to have issues. But Green Bay is getting near the end of their swim lane with Rodgers, right? So we want them to start their rebuild in like 2-3 years when the Lions are loaded up with all these draft picks they got from Stafford and they're ready to go. And they enter into what is a very predictable era of Lions dominance in the NFC North.
Of course.
So, yeah, right. But what we don't, I was like, I don't want Green Bay starting a rebuild right at the same time. And then way after the show, I got to give the guy credit who sent us a tweet. Let me see if I can find it, because it was a valid point, and it was one that I wish we got. Here we go. From Ken Wood on Twitter. Doug and Gator have been talking about a potential San Francisco trade with Green Bay and how Doug was happy it didn't happen. But what they didn't think of was this. If he goes to San Francisco and beats up on Stafford twice next year, how much potentially better is that Rams draft pick for the Lions?
Yeah.
Well, there's that. And how about this also? If he goes to
We lose Gator? Am I the only one not hearing Gator?
I'm not hearing him very
Yeah, I
well.
don't hear Gator either. I hear TV though.
Yeah. I lost you, Gator. Are you there?
I'm here.
His audio is his audio is as weak as the Lions' defense.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, Gator. We had you loud and clear, and now we just lost you.
While we wait for Gator, Doug, I do have somebody joining the stream.
Okay.
He is a guy that once played against the Michigan State Spartans in football. He is a guy that blocked for one of the greatest running backs of all time in Clinton Portis. He is the one, the only Jon Jansen.
Hey, buddy.
How's it
What's
going?
up? Hi, John.
How are
Good
you?
evening. I'm doing terrific. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, you all set up and ready to go. Wait, Stoney, here's
What?
Stan and I with our little red cup. Show them what you've been drinking.
I did a little scotch to start. That's all.
Oh, straight out of the bottle.
Straight out of the bottle.
Absolutely.
How
I'll have vodka straight out of the bottle a little later.
Wow. That's not
Guys
good.
hear me or no?
Yeah, now we got you. Joe.
Gator's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get involved here. I'm Coppercraft dropped off some iced tea and lemonade. It's one of their new craft cocktails, the new canned cocktails. I'll give it a shot, see what it's like.
Don't act like you're not drinking those every day during the show.
Doug, please.
Every commercial break.
Yeah, exactly.
Commercial breaks.
So, John, what do you make of this?
No,
story
it's
that,
Mio water.
That's right. That's why. Yeah, he gets Lois to bark. It puts the camera on Lois, and he cracks one.
That's right. John, what do you make of the Aaron Rodgers story? These reports now that he wants out of Green Bay.
I think we may have seen him play his last game in Green Bay.
Yeah, Schlereth said it's as good as done that he's a Bronco.
Oh, that he's a Bronco.
Bronco.
Whoa.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
That's
What I
fine.
was
Get him out
going
of
to
the
say
division.
is if he had gotten traded to San Francisco, what could have been interesting is that so then Green Bay moves up to 3. Green Bay wouldn't be taking a quarterback; they would be taking something else.
Yeah.
So that could really throw a monkey wrench in everything. Because let's say they went and got Kyle Pitts at 3, then what does Atlanta do? Then Atlanta goes, Jamar Chase at 4, perhaps, or do they trade out? I mean, it would just be awesome to see the chain of events. If it's to Denver at 9, well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at
like
least he's out of the division at that point.
true.
And the irony would be they would go get a great offensive weapon for Rodgers after Rodgers is gone.
That's a great
Exactly. 100%. Yeah.
Here's what Schlereth just said 10 minutes ago. I'm hearing Rodgers to Broncos is close to a done deal. Still could fall through, but fingers crossed.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, we welcome in.
Oh,
there he
look at
is.
that.
All right.
He's
And
alive.
Kang!
I feel like this is an NBA post-game press conference.
I know.
I first of all, not just
Questions for Khang?
Yeah, are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Tel Aviv.
Next question.
your daughter
Tony
was-
from halfinthebag.com.
I miss those Israeli reporters. Those guys were the
Right.
best.
Exactly.
They were just like they were always there.
I
Always
know.
there. I swear to God, you know what it was, Stoney? It was just 2 guys from the JCC who just wanted to get credentials.
Exactly.
You probably set them up and said, talk with an accent. You'll be good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably Harry Schwartz and Ben
Yes.
Goldstein.
Yeah, Ben
But
Goldstein,
no,
Ben Goldstein, West Bloomfield.
Exactly right.
LeBron, have you ever played with a yarmulke?
It was painted on. It's like his hair. First of all, we should say congratulations to Khang and to his oldest daughter now, big sister Camilla there, as they now have a new baby girl in the Khang household. Are we going to get to see her tonight?
Hopefully not. Because if she's coming in here, we got issues.
You guys can talk.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You sleeping through the night?
No, of course not. And
No.
we're still playing man to man.
They can't
so
see
we don't.
Don't.
So
No.
I'm just showing you. Yeah.
Twitch. Ken, can we have her say "Go green, go green, go green"?
Don't teach her dirty words that young. Irresponsible.
Go green.
She's not.
Look, a
buying-
face that adorable should grow up with a winner. Let's go, John. Come on. You know better.
Yeah.
say go blue.
Yeah. Just
No.
don't try
No,
to
no, don't
just don't be a recruit and extort women. You see that story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, Stoney.
It's on fire. Give him the bottle. Look what happens. man.
I'd be much better on
Tony, how long have you been
non-terrestrial radio.
How does that?
At least when they commit, they stay committed.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So how about the NFL draft?
Yeah, it's underway, right?
Yeah.
Is that? Are they? I don't even see a clock. Do we got a clock countdown going on anybody's screen?
I
yet?
just
Well,
see
it just went
lots
3,
of
2, 1, and now it says we're back and they're ready to roll here. Now,
I see
Stone, I don't-
lots of strobe lights.
Yeah.
not many people saw this because we literally just posted it like an hour ago, if that. But I did have my first round mock draft that I put up for all 32 teams, and I had only one trade in the entire mock draft, and it involves the Detroit Lions at 7.
Oh, nice.
So I want to keep track and see what happens with the with the mock draft. And Stoney, I'm sure you're doing the same to see how many picks you get correct. That's kind of the fun part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to get very many.
Well, you have to
That's
tell
okay.
everybody.
I think I got the first 2.
You have to. You have to tell everybody what your trade was.
Well, the trade was. Let me make sure I pull this up correctly here. The trade was. No, it was to New England at 15,
All right.
and the Lions got. They ended up getting the first round pick from New England. I believe their third round pick and the next year's first round pick. And the Lions end up selecting Micah Parsons, I believe, is what I had them doing.
Okay. At 15, they get Micah Parsons.
I love Micah Parsons, especially at 15.
All right. You want to come say hi? You can lean in and say hi. My little dude wants to say hi, so this is the troublemaker of the household.
What's happening?
What's happening, bud?
Nothing much.
Look at all that hair he's got. I used to look like that.
Not on this head.
Mhm.
At least we know why it's all shiny now.
Yeah.
Everybody runs by and
Rubbed it up. All right, so Gator, Micah Parsons at 15, that would be, I would say, a win if that trade goes down. And
what do they get in return? I wasn't paying attention.
The Lions would receive New England's 15th, 96th, and the 2022 first round pick.
Oh, okay.
So that's my trade with New England. So they get the first, the third, and next year's first to move back 8 spots to 15.
Hey, anytime they can get another first for next year, I'm sold.
Doug, Gator, what was your guys' final pick today for mock point 4.0?
Penei Sewell. And it was over 50%. We both went Penei Sewell, and then I read yours on the air. And I said Ken spelled Penei Sewell incorrectly. He spelled it Treylance.
I spelled it. I want to build a future winner here. Right?
He is he's all in on Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance and Kyle Pitts would get the 2 most emotional responses.
Did you guys?
Is that your kid? Whose
No, I was gonna
kid?
say, was Justin Fields a pick for a lot of people at all, or no?
Justin Fields got a few votes, but not a ton.
Because mine would be Trey Lance, Fields, then Penei Sewell, and I'd be cool with Penei Sewell, by the way. It's just I prefer the quarterback.
Trey
Did
Lance had a
Roger
very
Goodell
nice
bring his chair?
on.
Oh, he did bring Goodell brought the chair from last year.
Oh, I like this. A Dorsey Levens jersey from a Packer fan.
What, in the crowd? One of the
Yeah.
Chiefs?
Yeah, in front. Who's that? Is that Joe Thomas? Since I have the volume down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you say like you're pissed, John, or you're okay with that?
No, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Joe's great dude.
Okay.
I love my Badgers now.
Oh, you do. You and Wisconsin guys, except for Aaron Gibson.
Yeah. He's lost a ton of weight.
Well, I don't know if
Good for him.
He should have. His retirement started early, so
Yeah. What you're talking about? Joe Thomas hasn't he lost a ton of weight too?
yeah. Joe lost.
Joe
a bunch
Thomas
of
is in
weight,
great shape.
Yeah,
Was that him?
yeah. The bald
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, he does have.
He looks like a young Jon Jansen.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Aaron Gibson has a six-pack now.
He does.
Yeah, it's wild.
What was that, Evan?
He has a six-pack, Aaron Gibson.
Aaron Gibson does. No kidding. Really?
No, he does.
Yep.
He's lost a ton of weight.
Wow.
Yep.
I have a quarter barrel. Been working on it for years.
So what's the over/under? How long does Jacksonville take to make their pick?
Well, they're already at 9 minutes and 23 seconds left.
Yeah, they've already gone 40 seconds here. So
Which?
I say that they'll make the pick with like 5 minutes to go.
Oh,
Because they have to get a commercial.
I gotta switch screens here because I'm streaming on the NFL Network and I'm like a minute behind you guys, which would not be good.
They're all, as we talked about earlier, they're all messed up. If you got ABC, you got, whatever ones you got.
I'm watching on True TV.
TNT, True TV, TBS.
Wait a second, it's Disney Kids. What am I?
Oh my God, is that Urban Meyer in a pool?
No, was that Urban Meyer?
I don't know. I
It
thought
looked
so.
like Bertie Kosar.
All right, I gotta change
No,
here.
no, I'm talking in the swimming pool.
Well, I mean, Bertie Kosar was just there. It looked like him.
Are you watching ESPN?
Yeah.
I have ESPN where they're showing the happy couple of Trevor Lawrence and his young wife.
Yes. I would have won that prop. He has a sports jacket on, John.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a tie on.
I didn't say anything with tie, did I?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. You said, is he going to wear a tie?
Oh, I thought it was sports jacket.
He's got
So
some
there's a lot of
beautiful
mystery
hair,
about this pick.
Yeah.
Kuiper's looking more and more like a vampire every year.
Gator, did you see that there might be a rain delay in the Tiger game?
Yeah, I heard they're going to start the game at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Getaway day. Woo-hoo!
First pitch TBA. So we could get a short show tomorrow.
No, they got to play. It's a
I doubt
Friday.
they started today's at 5 o'clock. I mean, if they have to go doubleheader again tomorrow, why wouldn't they do the same thing?
No, but it's a Friday. I'm sure they're playing. What are they playing? Boston this weekend, or
Actually, already played. They just need to play one more. Yeah, I don't know. They'll probably delay it till as late as they can tonight. They'll get it done tonight.
or they'll play it later because they're going to go back to Chicago eventually anyway. So
hey, the one other rumor with the Lions today that we talked about on the air that I want to get your guys' opinion is that it broke kind of late in our show that New Orleans had called up a team in the top 10. Now, New Orleans picked 28th, and they're trying to get into the top 10. I'm going to presume it's for a corner. One of those corners, maybe a wide receiver. But anybody, I mean, 28's a long way to go. And I said it on the air. You do not call a top 10 team when you're picking 28 unless you know you're shopping in the expensive car lot. Like, you better have a lot to trade. Would you guys want to trade back that far? And if so, what would it require?
It would require at least 2 number ones.
well, besides the one they're getting,
28.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 28th plus 2 number ones,
Yes.
and I'd want a second out of it.
So
I like what John's thinking.
I agree.
So maybe they're second this year, which would be near the end of, obviously near the end. I think it's at 60.
Yeah.
And then a number one next year and a number one the year after. So the Lions would be set up with 3 number ones
For 2
each of the
years.
next 2 years.
Yeah.
Here's what else. Here's what else I was thinking about. If it's New Orleans, is Michael Thomas really? He's unhappy there, isn't he? Dan Campbell knows him really well. Maybe, I don't know. Lions could use a wide receiver. I don't know what his contract is, but I was kind of thinking.
Well, he just signed that new deal. What was it? A year and a half ago.
It's a big one, right?
Yeah. I don't know that it would fit.
I know. I was just trying to think of something besides draft choices.
I don't know that I'd want him either. He seems like a problem.
Well, Campbell would know. If they made the trade, it would be because Campbell would be confident. Yeah.
I said this on the air today about when we were discussing it about Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas is amazing, but he does nothing for me. He's so boring with his 10 yards of reception. And he'll catch his 10 passes a game for 100 yards, and it just bores the hell out of me. But he did that with Drew Brees. Is he going to do that? He's going to have that same rapport with another quarterback. I mean, it takes time to build that up. And I don't want to see it. I'd rather get some fresh blood than a veteran receiver like that who's, maybe not exactly what you want. He's not a game breaker. I mean, he's a solid receiver.
Khang, what about you? I know that you've been dying because you haven't been on the air and you want to talk about all this. Would you do a New Orleans trade?
As long as Mike Ditka's involved with the Saints still. Kind of, Ricky Williams deal, absolutely.
Who wears the wedding dress?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll all wear one if they get the right deal. But, I mean, to move back. But New Orleans is a very aggressive organization. So you would think if they're going to move up in the top 10, they're going to give up an insane amount of draft pick and capital. And,
I was reading something earlier. Like in the last 11 drafts, they've moved up for like 20 different picks. And it's not just their first round, but they've moved up for a bunch of different picks. I'm going to find where that is.
Look, it would be the kind of thing where it would be a no-brainer. You get a ton of picks, and then you spend the next 3 years hoarding players. Now,
they
only
moved up 20 times in the last 14 years.
There you go. And if you're getting that kind of – the only issue with a trade like that, and John, I mean, maybe you can speak to this a little bit, is then you have 3 first-round picks, contracts all coming up in back-to-back years, and that can get super expensive.
Well, what it affords you, not that you would use all 3 first-round picks, but you're guaranteed to get yours, which for the Lions next year, you got to believe it's a top 10 pick, and then you can market those other 2 for either a player you want to go get or to move up in the draft. It gives that much more capital.
Well,
I agree with you. I think taking 3 first-round picks would be hard to pay. 6 first-round picks 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I'd do it, and it'd be great. We're presuming that's only a problem if they all hit, right? If all
exactly.
Of them. So there's going to be guys that you don't pick up their options and you just let them go to free agency. But look, I mean, if you look at the data, the teams that do the best in the NFL in the draft are the teams that have the most draft picks. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Seattle, New England, those organizations are notorious for hoarding picks. And it's not that they hit on all of them, it's they hit on enough of them. And draft picks come cheap initially. Yep. So you can then also get free agents to go with all your draft picks. And it's a great way to do business. And I'm kind of hoping that's what Brad Holmes does here. And the thing about what the Rams did that was brilliant was, only 2nd through 7th round picks, they ended up with cheap players because they weren't paying first round picks, heavy money in guys like Jalen Ramsey, and Ndamukong Suh, but they were saving because they only had 2nd to 7th round picks and they got 13 starters out of 4 drafts with them.
Oh, the pick is in. I wonder who it's going to be.
Yeah. And here's another thing too. If you end up with those 3 first-round picks and say you hit on 4 of the 6, you can pay 4 of the 6. And then you can also, if you get to a certain point as a team in terms of success and being a playoff team, then you can do what the Rams have done and trade away your first-round picks to acquire some of that, proven talent.
Yeah.
Then at least you have a gap where you're not paying a first-round pick or picking up a 5th-year option.
Well, I mean, this is only a problem, of course, if they strike a deal with New Orleans. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, but that would be That would be awesome to get
Yeah.
pick 28, 2 first rounders on top of that, and a second rounder this year. And if it's too steep, okay, then Lions stand at 7.
Doug, I'm looking at some of the comments that are coming in here, and someone, Dr. Detroit 313, said, Doug, timestamp the pick. I think they'd like you to really treat this like it's work.
Coming up today at 9:13. We'll have the Lions pick.
There's the comments.
How do you bring those comments up?
Well, over into the
Where
right,
it says
private chat or comments.
Yeah, click on comments, and now we can actually interact with people. I didn't notice until just now, and I was wondering where it was, and there it is. Sorry, people.
Full screen. So comments.
Where can I put my comment in?
L Wall, shoot the boot.
Yeah.
How about time that they rant? I wouldn't take Lawrence if he was there at 89. Can't trust him. Never trust a man with 2 first names. Yeah, Tom Brady says, "You know what you can do with that tweet."
Oh my
Shocker.
God! Did they take Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
What a
I
stunner!
know. My kids almost fell out of their seat.
Wow, they got product placement in his home shot.
Of course.
Oh, Gatorade.
Who would do that?
I think he's waiting for a flood.
Oh, there's a dog. I like that. The dog is psyched.
Yeah, the dog's wondering why everybody's cheering.
Who would put a dog in their shot?
I know.
Sweet vented oven back there.
Did you say product placement and a dog?
Did he hug his wife first? That was the prop bet.
Oh, I know. I don't know. I wasn't
I
paying
think
attention.
she did. Yeah, I think Ruby just said she did, or he did. And she's wearing black. That was another prop bet.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was either red or it was Jacksonville turquoise or
Yeah,
black.
there were like 3 options. Yeah, there was a combination of teal and black or something like that.
Lori Sparker wants Stoney to do another shot. What? Stoney does a shot every pick.
What? No. I'll tell you a story about that.
Yeah. Solo in the morning.
1979 Final Four. I said, I think this Larry Bird guy gets too much hype. I'm going to do a shot for every basket he has. I think he had like 22 at the half against DePaul. He was making Mark Aguirre look sick, and I was passed out at halftime.
Dog Brownies asks, who's the dude in the top right? That's Evan, who answers phones and runs our website, and he's kind of in charge of this tonight. And he's also in charge of the.
I like his office.
He's got a sweet look, man. I gotta get.
I like your style, Ev.
Oh, there's some Yankee stuff. You might not like that.
Yeah,
No, I don't like that,
because we love drunk Stoney.
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
I'm not getting drunk yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pick 6.
I'm
You've already had
pacing
3 shots, and we were gone through. We just got through the first pick, so
That's true.
Somebody asked, where's Valenti? Cullens 079. I talked to Mike right before this. He can't. He just said, when do you want me to come on? And the plan is when the Lions are on the clock, we'll have Mike on, and maybe when the Giants are on the clock, and hope for an absolute meltdown.
Oh, the Giants are more important than the Lions for him.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear him today? He was going off. He thinks they're going to take Quiddy Pay.
he made some kind of comment about Dave Gettleman bending over and giving him all the big helicopter. And I was driving back from a doctor's appointment, and I almost drove off the road when I heard that one. I mean, that was quite a visual.
Helicopter.
And then I started hearing some kind of rotor blade sound effect in the background, and that's enough. That's enough. That's
also got word Rico's going to be joining us soon, very soon. From Juzam 666, Stoney driving around I-465 in Indy for 4 hours is the greatest thing ever.
It's right up there.
For people who missed that story, and the Jets have 4 minutes and 20 seconds to make Zach Wilson their pick, so we're not a big shocker expected here. But anyway, for people who missed that story, Stoney was driving out to UCLA from Washington, D.C. one summer, and they decided to go through – actually, they were driving through Indianapolis, and his buddy was driving, and his buddy said, I'm gonna go to sleep. It was the middle of the night, and he was hearing the radio say, the temperature in Indy tomorrow is gonna be 72 degrees and blah, blah, blah. So he gets in the passenger seat. Stoney takes over. They're in Indy, and his buddy falls asleep. When he wakes up on the radio, he hears the temperature today in Indy is going to be 72 degrees. And he's like, why are we still in Indy? And it turns out that they got to Indianapolis, and 465 is the highway that circles the city of Indianapolis. Stoney had been on that same circle for at least 3 and maybe 4 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
a little bit of that is embellished only because I don't think we were actually in Indianapolis. There was probably a sign on the highway that said Indianapolis one way, someplace else the other, because we were going from South Bend, and then the next stop was Chicago to go to a White Sox game. So I don't think, but the 3 hours or whatever, that is accurate. That part is true.
So I missed the name on it, but somebody had the comment, and it was brilliant that Stoney drove around Indy more times than Helio, as in Castronovis.
Oh,
that's good stuff. I wish I could give you credit, but there's a lot of comments that are flying in, and I can't go back and find out who said it. But well played, sir, or madam.
As we sit here waiting for the Jets to pick, Gator, this is your guy, Zach Wilson.
Love this guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
This started in the middle of the season, and I know how this happens, right? You get to the end of your college football Saturday. What game's on? The BYU game kicks off at 10:15 or whatever, and Gator fell in love with Zach Wilson as an NFL prospect. My question for you is, would you rather have him than Trevor Lawrence?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, the reason why, honestly, it's the size. I think everything else is pretty comparable with them. I think the arm strength is the arm talent, if you will, is there. I think they can both scramble and run when necessary. But Trevor Lawrence is like 6'5" and 225, 230 pounds, and Zach Wilson's 6'2" and 210. It's just a case of Trevor Lawrence being able to see over the line. And have better angles at receivers than what Zach Wilson will be able to. But I think Zach Wilson's outstanding.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you guys were watching any of the pre-draft stuff when they did the red carpet. They had Zach Wilson lined up with all the rest of the prospects. Zach Wilson looks like a child compared to everybody else. He looks tiny. He looks young. And honestly, he did look a little intimidated. Because he was by far the smallest guy out there.
Well, I saw the quarterback the QB 21 special that Kirk Herbstreit did it on all the quarterbacks, and the one with Zach Wilson. He's a confident kid. I think he's a driven kid, and I think he's gonna be successful. I don't think there are any concerns about him not being ready for it. I think he's mature enough. Just physically, he's just not as big as the other guys. I mean, you look at the other guys, and Trey Lance and Justin Fields are specimens out there, and obviously Trevor Lawrence is huge. So
there we go.
Jeff Lageman. No?
Oh, no. I took this Wilson kid.
Oh, the Jet fans are happy.
So there you go, Gator.
I'm telling you, he looks a little like Vic Faust.
He looks a lot like Vic Faust.
I said that on the radio this morning.
Except he's not. But Vic's a huge guy. Vic played linebacker or somebody at Missouri back in the day.
Tight end.
Big guy.
He was a
baby face as well. Yeah.
Where
he was a Channel 7. Channel 7. He went back to St. Louis. Yeah.
Here he is. Okay.
Oh, look at that! The aggressive high fives.
Oh, love those Jet fans.
He's not afraid to slap the fans around.
Oh, there we go.
Did you see the story last week where they said that they were going to allow for bro hugs? Awesome.
Yes.
I got to read this. Dad named D-Sam just commented, and for the second pick of the NFL draft, the New York Jets select a 14-year-old from insert high school. That's what he looks like.
He does look like it, yes.
He looks
the baby assassin, baby-faced assassin.
Well, given the Jets luck, this will probably not work out. Also.
Yeah, that's the only problem is that he's going to the worst organization of football, and that's coming from a Lions fan.
Yeah.
But don't forget, they got a new GM, a new coach. We have to give them the same.
Well,
Sure.
Robert Saleh.
Time that we gave that we're going to give the Lions.
There's a lot of people in Detroit wanted that head coach. So
I know.
Good luck to him. I don't wish anything ill will to Robert Saleh, Michigan guy. I hope he does well.
Here we go. Is it Mac Jones or is it Justin Fields? Is it Trey Lance?
Or is it Green Bay?
Did you say Saleh's from Michigan?
Huh?
I already hear more.
Yeah. By the way, scores of other games, the Mavericks are leading the Pistons 71-68 in the third.
Oh, Costa?
And the Hurricanes lead the Wings 2-1.
Hey,
what's up, Mr. Costa?
I'm coming to you from that epic Pistons-Mavs game, so.
It looks a lot like the LCA.
What do we got going on in the Pistons-Mavs game?
Not a whole lot.
All right,
yeah. Luka's not playing.
No, no Luka, but Stoney, Porzingis.
I know. I made some. I'm telling you, somebody tweeted about 4 guys weren't playing, and I tweeted it out, and I was wrong. Only Doncic wasn't playing, and I got the Kevin Colbert little ha-ha-has, which was funny. I deserve it.
Church 4252 says, that's Jim. I thought that was Zach Wilson.
Oh. I shouldn't have shaved today. That's what I get.
That's a compliment. You got to pay.
Yeah, once a month, right? You
Baby faced assassin, I guess.
Yeah.
Should I go get the bike helmet for Joe Crack? Put on the bike helmet, Doug. Should I go get the bike helmet?
At some point, you definitely should do that. Yeah.
Somebody reminds me that last year.
On behalf of our show, by the way, we should welcome Jim Costa to the lineup, by the way. Jim was a former intern with us way back in the day. I haven't had a chance to see you, obviously, the pandemic, and since you've been hired on. So congratulations, buddy.
Jim, did I give you the STFU speech?
Maybe.
Okay.
Because I can't answer it, probably not.
Okay. Yeah. I don't.
Sounds like something I'd remember.
You weren't the reason I did it. I know that, but we had to deal with interns. We had one kid that started one day, and he came in and his first day, he sat down in the cubicle, and I said, all right, we'll have some work for you here in a second, but just be on standby. I'm going to give you some research projects. And he said, okay. Did you watch a Red Wing game last night? I said, yep. What'd you think? I said, well, I don't know. I mean, they lost 3-2. And he said, because I think, and then he proceeded to talk 4 straight minutes about the Red Wing game. And I'm like, okay, cool. Right. I'm putting together a show here. We're probably not talking about, the Red Wing game on December 4th, but we might bring it up. You just talked about it longer than it's probably going to get up in there, but that's cool. I get it. So, and then he started, hey, do you think at the trade deadline they should move Primo? And I'm like, yeah, not sure. Trade deadline's a few months away, so we're probably not going to get into that today. And then, all these Red Wing questions. Finally, I said, all right, dude, just chill out for a second. I'm going to give you an assignment. It's November or December or whatever. We're talking trade deadline. So after that, I pulled him aside and I said, look, just chill out a little bit. We know about sports, but he never stopped talking. Just couldn't take it. I mean, just talk. So I started giving interns when we hired them what got called the STFU speech. Now, did we treat you well?
Oh yeah, you guys were great. I got nothing bad to say.
All right, good. I want to give him a chance, but that started, and then Valenti made a huge deal out of it. Like I was the biggest jerk under the sun, but just trying to set, hey, we'll talk.
Coming from Mike.
Yeah, I mean, other than gassing up your cars and getting you guys lunch, you got.
We used to do that. We used to do that. McAllister used to do that on the morning show. Go get some coffee. Go get some coffee. The interns used to get coffee and breakfast.
All right.
And when Hargrave was the intern, he used to talk to himself. He still does.
I was about to say he still does.
Nothing's changed.
But a lot more than when he was an intern. By the way, Jim,
a few times. He does it a few times.
Jimmy, have you told everybody your distant cousin of former Miami quarterback Frank Costa? Remember Frank Costa played for the Canes?
I didn't because when did he play? How long ago? Was that black and white?
I'm probably around the Gino Toretta era, or maybe after him.
Oh boy, the pick is in for the Niners. They haven't started walking up there, but the pick is in. This is one of these interesting picks. Is it Mac Jones, the odds-on favorite, or is it going to be Trey Lance? I find it interesting is that there isn't a whole lot of Justin Fields smoke when it comes to San Francisco, but will it be Mac Jones? I'm 2 for 2 so far in my mock draft, Stoney. 2 for 2.
Yeah, I am too. I'm about to go. Well, I've done 3 of them. So this one, I'm 2 for 2. I think I'm about to go 2 for 3.
He's bracket guy. That's what he's doing. I got it in the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
He's multiple bracket guy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of multiple mock draft guy.
Oh, he's claiming them all. I had that in the second one, boys.
Yeah, I have Mac Jones here going to San Francisco, but we'll see.
Tony, what do you have?
Fields, because nobody was talking about him going to San Francisco.
Jansen, who do you got here?
I think they go Mac Jones. I don't want them to. I think it's the bust of the draft.
Oh boy!
I think Mac Jones is going to be great in the NFL. I think the pick is Mac Jones.
Is your phone ringing right now, John?
Is it just me? Is it just me, or does Jansen look like Blake Griffin right now?
He does a little bit. It's the lighting. No, I said, Jansen, check your phone. They might be calling you right now.
Jim,
I'm ready to go.
Jim, who's the pick here?
This is how we watch in the Jansen house.
Yeah.
Fields.
You can't give up 3 first-round picks and take Mac Jones.
Here we go. Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
Whoa!
Trey Lance.
Wow, that's a great.
I think it's gonna be harder to trade back because I was stunned that there was all that hype about Mac Jones going to San Francisco. I like Mac Jones, but I thought he was like the 5th of the 5 quarterbacks. Be gone by 15. But I didn't think.
I think he goes 15.
Yeah, I think he goes 15 too, unless New England's able to trade up, which I have been trading up with the Lions to get to 7. But
who else wants Mac Jones?
So,
okay, first that's another pick. So Stoney, do another shot.
Get the bottles of Dewar's out. What are you, my father?
Wow.
Well, Dad likes He likes Dewar's. He doesn't drink it much anymore. He drinks like once a week now, but. He used to get the 1.75 liters at Dewar's. It was awesome.
Secondly, Khang's heart is broken because he wanted Trey Lance in Detroit. And
now he's hoping for Justin Fields, right?
Is this shaping up well for the Lions right now? So
no,
Mac Jones and Justin Fields. If there's going to be a trade back, and we want to trade back, we want Justin Fields to be the guy on the board at 7, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want Atlanta to take a quarterback here. Having having San Francisco pass a Mac Jones might be to the Lions' advantage because if people don't value Mac Jones that high and they do Justin Fields, then there's more interest in Justin Fields than there would be if there were 2 quarterbacks, right? So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is this his helmet?
Was that Clinton Portis?
Looks quick.
Oh, all right, I gotta put on my Lions helmet then.
No, Stone, go get it.
The Scott Mitchell helmet?
Yeah, the one that says to my Jewish buddy Scott Mitchell.
Didn't he put it in quotes?
Yeah.
How about this on Trey Lance? Fewest college pass attempts for a first-round QB since 76.
Who is it in 76?
It was that guy you was just talking about.
Yeah.
Frank Costa.
Could it be the Bears, Bobby Douglas, maybe?
Of course he has a name. Of course he has a name.
Of course, yep. Vince Evans? Is it Vince Evans, Stoney?
I can't even reach my freaking thing.
You know what would do well in this format? Just Stoney at home. Just put the computer on Stoney and have him live his life at home, and we just do that, stream that all the time.
And just do a better microphone. Yeah.
Yeah. That would work.
Costa's the professional. He's the one that's got the mic. I mean,
I know. Look at me.
You're coming in loud and clear. That's great, buddy.
You're at the station, right?
Yeah, I'm at the station. I'm on after Tigers baseball.
Gotcha.
He modeled his bedroom after the station, Doug.
Got the specs after I interned. Big project.
Yeah. He's like, I got this, dude.
Do you have they started that game?
I don't think so. I think Rieger's in the studio right now between the two games.
Yeah,
well, take your computer in there and let us see what's going on.
It's raining pretty well right there. Yeah, no, the tarp's still on the field.
Well, Dickerson jinxed him. He said in the in-between, he's like, oh, it's going to be just a blip on the radar. If there's any delay, it won't be long.
Should we see? Should we count how many bathroom breaks Stoney takes? Oh, there he is.
What's he got?
Here we go.
Oh, that Barry?
No, it's Scott Mitchell, and it says to my buddy. Is it fit? Get over the front?
Barely.
He's not going to be able to get it off.
Excuse me?
He's not going to be able to get the helmet off.
Excuse me?
Their helmets.
I don't know if saying get the helmet off is any better, Evan. It's redundant, actually.
Stupid thing is putting the helmet on when you have AirPods and they drop the earbuds.
Oh my god.
This is not my bike helmet. This is my college.
Yeah, whatever.
Put them on.
I get the bike helmet eventually.
Did you hear Stoney? He's struggling with the helmet. He goes, "Oy."
This is my bike helmet.
All right, what's gonna happen? Yeah, it is. What's gonna happen here? This is where the draft gets interesting. Nothing has been a shock. Trey Lance maybe a little bit. Kyle Pitts. Is that what we think?
Yeah. They have no interest in going for quarterback. Apparently, that was a report right before the draft. They're looking to help out the offense and make it better. And there you go. It's either gonna be, I would imagine, Jamar Chase or Kyle Pitts, and I'm going Kyle Pitts. The pick is in. We'll wait for Mr. Manhug to show up there, but I'm excited.
CP Kina or Kin A2 says, I texted Karsch and Anderson today with my bold-ass prediction that the 49ers would pass on Mac Jones and the Lions would take him at 7.
Oh, boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, there's no way they take him at 7.
No? Here's my thing about Mac Jones, and I want to get your 2 cents on this. I probably overvalue Mac Jones because Mac Jones came in the same recruiting class as Tua. He stayed there. He knew he wasn't going to play. He battled. He waited his time, and then he went out and had statistically a better season than Tua, with probably not the same weapons that Tua had. Why don't you like Mac Jones?
I just don't think. I think you can go into it if he went to a team like San Francisco that was built to win, like he had at Alabama, he could be successful. But you're not going to go out there and win with Mac Jones. He can't. He's not a quarterback that can operate when he's got a. He's very comparable, I think, to, and people are going to like this, to Jared Goff. When it's third down and he's got to, improvise. I don't think he's a guy that can improvise.
I agree with that. I'm not as big on mobility when it comes to quarterbacks, but here we go. It looks like the pick is in, and they're going to make this pick soon. So Kyle Pitts, everybody thinks Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Whoa.
Kyle Pitts it is.
Yep.
Called it. Well done.
I love that.
All right, so there goes
he was helping for Green
first
Bay.
non-quarterback.
Yeah. and hey, is that the highest the tight end has ever gone?
4th? It's a great question.
I think it's the highest tight end.
They said today that if he went 4, it would be the highest ever.
All right, there it is.
He's not really a tight end, though.
Look at the first highlight ESPN shows him. Is he lined up as a tight end, or is he lined up?
Nope.
In your face, Stoney.
Yeah.
Such a hater.
There you go.
No, he's not lined up as a wide receiver. He's not lined up as a tight end.
He's
How's
not
a
just hating on
haterade
him.
endures? Haterade endures good.
Say that again. Oh,
Haterade
time for
endures a good combo.
yeah, time for another drink, huh?
That's right. Another pick. Stoney doing another shot.
There you go.
I'm gonna pick Stoney up in the morning on the way to the show.
No, you're gonna be doing the show solo tomorrow. Hey, Costa, can you stick around and do the morning show?
Yeah, right. Sure.
The way this is going with this Tiger game, you'll be wrapping up the post game
Right.
show. Right about the time Jansen will be rolling in.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they'll finish at about 7:02, and we'll get our short show.
Yeah.
I love when they show a highlight of Travis Kelce as the defender falls down, as if Kelsey made some amazing play.
That's
The guy
make you
falls
miss.
down. He's like, there's nobody within 10 yards of him.
Hey, Mike.
Hello. What's going
How
on?
you doing?
Michael,
What's up,
Early.
boys?
what's up, buddy?
Ooh.
Nothing. I just feel bad. This is going like really poorly for the Lions.
Well,
This is not good.
Is that your favorite bar in the background?
Correct.
I'm excited. I've never seen it. And,
I wanna-
look at that.
I want
Nice.
to- those all helmets up there.
Yeah.
It blows away my helmet bar. I
It's
got
a lot, dude.
I got them underneath glass. I got mini helmets underneath glass. That
Yeah, the
kills.
problem is I need Tuck to slow down on all the new helmets because there's no goddamn way I'm going to be able to keep up. Like it used to be sweet. We got like one new helmet every 2 years. All right, I can make that work. I can, figure it out. Tuck's doing a new helmet every 10 days. I mean, I'm shit out of luck at that point.
Like,
Here we go.
Game on, I guess. Okay, wait, we go. Okay, all right.
So apparently
Uh,
we can.
What's
So,
No,
Doug,
fellas-
this is either
fellas-
Dougie, this is either Sewell or Chase here, right?
Well, no, it's got to be Chase, doesn't it? It's Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
It's his teammate. It's the sizzle. The Bengals are dumb as hell. So it would have to be Chase
I mean,
versus keeping your quarterback up, right?
Yeah, well, it's the Bengals. But do you want to see
Right.
the scar on his knee again? I mean, do we need to show the scar on his knee one more
Jimmy.
time?
Jimmy, I'm not advocating for it. They're just garbage like the Lions are. So they usually
I have
do the wrong thing.
Sewell. I got Sewell going to him in my mock, so we'll see. But Mike, what's the beverage of choice tonight?
I got some. I don't know, Scotty. Can you see that new riff?
What is that called?
New riff. That stuff I told you about. It's some younger guys make it. It's really, really good, man. It's a couple places around here did barrels of it too. So like certain markets pick barrels. So no, it's good. It's just something light.
Bourbon?
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Hey, Mike, did you ever try something called Malort in Chicago? It's like the worst shit ever. But
No.
it's Malort. Go Google Malort face.
So-
My niece's boyfriend
boy.
gave it to me. It was the
Great
most vile
sales pitch,
stuff
Mike.
of all time.
Great
I know.
sales pitch. Where do I sign up?
Well, it's like that other crap you gave me that
Yeah,
one
you
time
guys
when
said
we drank it.
whatever that stuff
Mike,
is.
what's the stuff you were talking about that's awful?
What, Fernet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
This is Merlot.
Malort is like Fernet.
Yeah, that's the pain train, is what that is.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
so bad. Oh.
No, but like this, I'm just kind of bummed out because I was hoping the Niners kind of took the hand grenade and took Mac Jones because it added a lot more for the Lions at 7. But now this is the nightmare. This is what we talked to Burkett about. So now what? Chase goes 5, Sewell goes 6. And what are we sitting there with? Nobody's coming up to get Mac Jones.
Wait, you think anybody's going to take Justin Fields?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't understand how do we live in a world where Mac Jones goes out of Justin Fields?
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Rico looks thrilled.
Oh, no, I've been backstage for a while listening to you guys.
Rico, you couldn't look more pissed off to be here.
My bad, Rico. Should have let you in earlier.
So Rico,
I'm texting Evan like, Evan, you want to let me in? I'm knocking on the door. Nobody's answering. I'll just go back and go buy my Trey Lance jersey. So,
are you happy
beats
with
Mac
that?
Jones.
oh, please, yeah.
Good.
Hey, Mike,
Beyond happy.
it goes the way that I heard the Burkett thing. We played it today. If, Pitts and now Chase and then Sewell go the next 2 picks,
Yeah.
The cluster of players, which was those three, are all gone. And does the phone ring? Does the phone ring?
It's tough. I mean, I do agree with you guys. It would be Fields, but I don't know, man. I was really hoping one of those, either Sewell fell in their lap or maybe Pitts was the item, or Trey Lance was the item that generated the call. And I just don't know if someone's going to come up.
Jones.
Rico, I'm happy for you, man. You dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
Jon Jansen, do you think the phone rings, or do you think they take an offensive lineman at 7?
You were breaking up there. What's that?
Do you think they take an offensive lineman at 7, or do they be able to trade out of that pick?
I think if Sewell is still there, they'll get a phone call. If Sewell is not there, phone's not ringing.
Yeah, I'm with John. If Sewell is there, I think San Diego, the Chargers.
The Chargers will call. Other than that, there's nobody else that's worth trading up for.
Not just
you guys got to hear this from Schefter about the 49ers. Hold on one moment, Stoney. 49ers did not tell their coaches or scouts their pick. They didn't know the team was selecting Lance until the pick was announced. That's from Adam Schefter.
Wow.
Okay. Somebody's job's on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Sonny Weaver make the pick?
I want to make sure I understand this, because now I think two of you have said this. You don't think Justin Fields generates trade calls at 7?
No.
I do. I think that if Fields is, you may get like somebody like Washington who kicks in and says, you know what, we got Fitzmagic, and that's about it. Maybe we do that. I don't know if Belichick is in love with him or Mac Jones, because I heard Belichick likes Mac Jones, believe it or not. So
Mac Jones is going to fall to him at 15. Nobody else wants him.
Yeah, you're right, John. I can't argue.
I mean, that's when you think about a trade and the phone ringing, you've got to have somebody between 7 and 14 that wants him. And I don't want him. I don't know anybody else that would want him except maybe Belichick.
Maybe the Giants will take him.
No, they're going to take Quiddy Pay. That's a lock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That'll be Gettleman fucking my whole night. That'll be great. That's all he does, John. That's all he does.
Hey, Mike, you want Slater for the Giants, right or no?
Stoney, I want the Giants to get out of that pick at all costs. But if we're stuck there, I'd love to take Slater. I mean, they took Andrew Thomas last year, 57 pressures, 10 sacks. He played like a goddamn garbage can. Yeah, our line.
Here we go.
Picks in for Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase.
Oh, Rico's ahead of us.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
All right. So does Miami go? Does Miami?
I don't think Miami.
Oh yeah, it's time.
No.
Mike joined us late. Doers for every pick.
That's a really bad idea, Mike.
Well, as long as the Lions don't trade down, it's okay.
Jesus Christ!
Wait, you're taking a hit every pick?
Yeah, Rico, that's you know how that's going to end.
Rico, what are you doing at 6 a.m. tomorrow?
not filling in for your ass.
So all right, so Miami's got 6.
Look, here's let me all right, Gator, here. Let me sell this, and I know it'll sound like I'm full of shit, but like you have Joe Burrow politic for his teammate, right? This is my guy. Look at what we did 2 years ago. And you could justify, hey, Chase is the best player anyways. Fine.
Chase is great. Yeah.
What if Tua does the same thing? Or what if Miami has the same mindset of, hey, Devontae's my guy, or Waddle's my guy? That's the only thing I can think of.
Yep.
Other than just take Sewell and move on, man. Good
Burrow
Lord.
has more pull in Cincinnati than Tua has in Miami.
Yes, no doubt, John. I'm just trying to find a silver lining.
But they've been
this is not going well.
But everybody's been talking about wide receiver for Miami. Was it only for Jamar Chase, or is it, we're open for business because Waddle's on the board, or because Devontae Smith's on the board?
I thought Jamar Chase was their number one guy. And he gone now.
It was Chase or Pitts, and they're gonna. I predict that they take Penei Sewell and they'll take a receiver with their
18.
later pick. What is it? 18. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe you get an Elijah Moore, you get a Rashad Bateman. There's so much quality at the receiver spot. You don't have to panic and do it now. The tackle's just such a no-brainer.
Plus, alignment too, though.
Didn't they just John, help me out? Didn't they release? They just released somebody, and they're sliding Robert Hunt, the kid they got out of Lafayette last year.
They traded their guard to Washington.
Yes, and they're going to move Robert Hunt back inside, which would open up a tackle spot. They could kick Austin Jackson back to the right side and go Sewell at left. So it just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
And of course, Bones the Lions would, because why not?
So if you're the Lions, you got to take Slater over one of the receivers, right?
Well,
I would love to say yes.
Yeah.
Look, the way I looked at it is that for me, Sewell or Slater, and if both were gone, I was Micah Parsons. If you're stuck at 7, I'm hoping they're able to trade back. But in a way, I'm not, because if they don't trade back, that means Doug's got to drink beer out of the shoe tonight, and that's going to be fun. But I'd take Slater. If Sewell's gone, why not go Slater? There's not a whole lot of.
John, you're the O-lineman. I mean, people continue to say if he falters at tackle, he could be an all-pro guard. I mean, Vitai's a dead man walking. So, I mean, what's your take on Slater with the Lions?
If I see Vaitai on the field again, I'm going to puke.
Get ready.
But I would take. I mean, if Penei Sewell is gone, I'd take Rashawn Slater, and then next year you've got 2 more first. If you have another guy that's a tackle, then you draft the tackle and you move Rashawn Slater, and then you've got a unbelievable offensive line.
Yep. And then to me, that's
we're on delay here. So
did Rico mute himself? Has Rico been on mute this whole time?
I don't know.
Because I've been watching.
Don't let us know.
I've been watching Rico talk or move. But I haven't heard anything. All right, pick is in here.
I think he's on the phone. I can't unmute him.
Okay.
Right, let's be quiet here.
Rico's all right, pick is in. Who's it going to be here, boys?
I'm going to be on for a while.
Sewell?
I think they're going to take Sewell.
It's going to kill me.
It's going to be Jalen Waddle.
Oh, dude, that'd be such a break for the Lions, Gator. Oh, that'd be so sweet if that happened.
Jalen Waddle. What pick?
You mean the Lions would actually have some luck?
I know, John. I know.
Things are changing, buddy.
They are. This might be the year. You might have Aaron Rodgers out of the division.
You don't have a con artist running your football team? Yeah, it's great.
So Sewell goes here, and then the Lions trade the pick because somebody wants Justin Fields.
That would be the dream scenario, wouldn't it? That would
be open.
Hey, maybe that senile idiot who runs my team will call you and move up to get a 160-pound receiver. Why not?
Mike, I heard your line about the helicopter.
Oh, yeah. Dave's warming it up right now. He's getting ready to gyrate for me.
I almost drove off the road. I was laughing so hard. Dave Gettleman is bending over in front of me, giving me the helicopter. Wow.
Just
that's a line you say for tonight. I mean,
just getting the rotor going. It's just what he does, man. He does the absolute opposite of what I want them to do at every fucking turn. It drives me insane.
Come on, Tua, show your influence, buddy. Show your influence, Tua.
What if it's Devontae Smith?
Pick has been in for 3 minutes. Just say the damn pick.
It drives me nuts when they do this, stalling it for TV.
We got to bring Kings of Leon back out first, guys. Hang on.
Hey, by the way, nice to see Kings of Leon is still alive.
Still around.
I thought we lost them about 10 years ago.
Is that guy wearing Zubaz pants?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, those are more camo.
Hey, Rico's there.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Don't let us know if anybody knows before.
Yeah, don't spoil this.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
Yell it out, Rico.
Oh, they did?
All right.
Yes.
Come on, Lions.
How about that?
Oh, they better take Penei Sewell. I wanted that so bad.
This is no-brainer.
The card to the podium, for Christ's sake.
Wow.
Run.
Unless they get a great trade.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get a beer.
Go get a beer.
Boy.
Watch
warm it up.
my whole
Oh,
team's
Mike,
future
I'm
for
sorry.
Sewell.
I thought he was going to the Giants.
No, I'm actually happy,
That's it.
Rico. I'll tell you one thing. His tailor ought to be unemployed. What is that? Jesus Christ. 2 different color lapels? What the fuck is that?
Is everybody breaking up, or is it just in my headphones?
No, it's breaking up a little bit. It's better than what Devin Bush wore at the.
I was
No
about
doubt.
to say that, but I
No
felt
doubt.
it would have been a 15-yard penalty on me.
John, don't you just run the card up there?
No,
Yeah.
you take the phone call from the Chargers.
No.
Okay.
No. You take Penei Sewell. He's there. Just take him.
You know what's interesting
And
too
win.
is like
Take
people
the win when you have it.
people forget he's only 20.
Right,
Slater's
exactly.
23. Like this kid hasn't even fully developed yet, and he started from day one at left tackle for Oregon. Like that's incredible. That's pride.
He won
Pick
the
is in.
Outland Trophy at 19 years old.
Pick is in. Just take Sewell
pick
and
is in
don't
for the
fuck this
Lions.
up, please. Make my job
I mean-
easy tomorrow, will you please?
I guess they're not.
Yeah,
Unless the pick's in for a trade, but it's
No.
got to
They
be
would say-
Sewell.
Yeah, they would say it was a trade. It's
But
gotta-
Sewell
if it's
has
not
mental
Penei
problems. But don't forget, Sewell has mental problems. Today we played that soundbite where he's been a Lions fan his whole life.
It said no trade. Pick is in, no trade.
Are they not taking phone calls?
No.
Pick's in, no trade.
No, take it. Take it.
It's got to
Right,
be.
you
If
got-
Doug's going to drink
Doug,
beer out of a
10
shoe, he's
minutes.
going to enjoy it.
Doug,
because
the
it's gonna
other
be
thing
Sewell.
is, those calls have already been made where it's like, listen, if
Yeah,
X is
right.
on the board
But
at
Mike,
your
here's
pick,
the thing.
we'll give you
Jacksonville
Y.
took the whole 10 minutes. You could take 10
That's
minutes.
TV, Rico. You know that. They basically barred their ass from making the pick.
Plus,
Yeah.
they're
Let
like
him on stage.
plus Rico, they're like 3 picks ahead already.
All right.
Well, and the pick is in, but they're not going to announce it for another 4 minutes.
Oh yeah. Hey Stoney, did you do your shot?
Yes.
No.
Well, get ready because here's what's going to happen: the Lions are going to make the pick, and then everybody goes to commercial break, and then they come back and analyze Carolina's choices because that's what happens every year.
Well, when you're the doormat of the league, that's kind of how it works.
I know. I'm just seeing all this. I got the boot.
Every single person on Twitter, like Lombardi, that the Lions, this is a gift. There's no way they can screw this up.
Look, this is something where obviously
the pick. Yeah, well, I see what the pick is. But
don't you dare,
Rico.
Don't you dare.
Well, you guys, watch the NFL Network.
Kindly leave.
We're watching ESPN.
I'm watching the NFL Network.
Come on, this is so easy, man. Just do the right damn
Well, hold
thing.
on.
Will you
I mean,
please?
look, I'll just say this. What I'm about to do is kind of disgusting. However, this is a great pick if it's Penei Sewell. It's a great pick.
Yes.
And it's good luck.
Well,
Good luck for the organization.
Dave Burkett has spoken.
No, do not.
And the pick is
do not.
I like Rich Eisen's suit. Pinstripe, gangster feel.
Jalen Waddle's got to throw this thing in the garbage.
We got
Good
to.
God.
Oh my God! What the heck is that?
That's
It's like an old-fashioned hunting vest.
That's a crime, is what that thing is.
I thought I dressed weird at times. That is.
Yeah,
weird.
he's got a pad on there and everything. He's ready to go on.
Don't show them on. No, that's okay. That's why.
Yeah, that don't even work at the Kentucky Derby, and almost any shit will fly at the Derby. That's
I was
ridiculous.
there 2 years ago, and that is a freaking amazing event.
It's the best, John. It's the best.
And you got to be on the infield.
There's where you'll disagree with Mike.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why is that clock still at 6 minutes and 21 seconds here? What is this?
It says pick is in.
Right. So, John, why is the clock running? Oh no, they didn't trade it
on the
did
next
they?
game.
You want to know what
it's
happened?
No.
Carolina's on the clock. That's all. The Lions made the pick.
Oh, Sheila.
Maybe I'll get this Jalen Waddle jacket for the.
Wait a second. Look in the room. Is Chris Spielman in the room? Is Mr. Influence in the room, or can we get off of that already?
This is on ESPN. Has a shot of Lions War Room that Gator's referencing.
Yeah. And he was not in the room.
Maybe he's taking a pee-pee. I mean, come
on. They're only allowed 10.
He doesn't have influence on the pick.
All I'll say is this. I'm with John. If you were to get off of this pick, someone had to bribe you big because this is the gift. I mean, this is.
There were three studs in the draft outside of quarterback.
Yeah.
Chase, Pitts, and Sewell.
Anybody got the NFL Network on? Because they just showed the Lions room celebrating.
Yeah, they're jumping up and down, high-fiving.
Yeah, it's got to be Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. The pick's been in for over 10 minutes.
John, it's television.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. They have to do this for TV. You know this.
We got to
The
get to
Lions-
11:30.
They probably tried to run the pick up there, and someone got Terry Tate off his linebacker. You can't go on the stage yet. Look at these.
Puppy, you want to see a grown man drink beer out of a shoe?
Oh, there's Crack Man. The Crack Man.
Crack Man.
Oh, God.
You guys really don't want me to do this, do you?
No.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah. Shoot the boot.
Here we go.
Who do you have to shoot the boot for?
There it is. Woo!
Huge.
Penei Sewell.
Come on. You got to have better than
Got it.
Pizza Hut.
Gotta love it.
Not unless they're paying you, Stoney.
That's true. Great point.
Hey, that's product placement.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Who's the one in the double ice boot?
That's really awesome for Lion
I
fans.
love it.
You like the pick?
That's great.
Great
Oh,
pick.
Absolutely love
Great
that.
pick.
That is.
I like the pick.
Crack Man. Wow. Dancing on the stage.
Dude, I just love he plays so mean. He's nimble on his feet for a dude who's massive. Like, just he's everything you want to tackle in today's game.
Plays shoulder square. He gets off on linebackers.
Yeah, and it's John. I mean, you want to play in Oregon's offense. You better be able to move lateral.
Oh, he's yeah.
Whoops.
They got some good highlights here. And now you got what, 3 first-rounders on the O-line. You have an identity, something to build on.
Yep. Sit on my lap.
And Jonah Jackson's not bad either.
No, he's very good.
Yep.
And then we're 1 year away from getting rid of the dead body of Vaitai, and then we'll really be moving.
Very happy.
All right.
Well, I'm happy for two
work,
reasons.
yes.
I'm happy that they got the man that I wanted them to take in Sewell, and I'm happy that Doug gets to drink beer out of the shoe.
Wait, why is he drinking beer out the shoe?
He said what? You guys go ahead and say it. What was it?
About 2 months ago, I made a shoot the boot guarantee that the Lions would not make the pick at 7. That they would trade out of this pick.
Listen, it happens.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I'd rather you didn't drink out of a shoe, but do whatever you got to do.
Gator,
look at Brad Holmes, man. He's doing the Humpty
Now
dance.
Spielman's back there. Yes. Holmes just tackled Spielman in the
Well, I
back.
mean, because it's a gift. I mean, what Miami did is actually ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, it's an absolute gift.
Well, especially like you guys said, they have that other first-round pick. They didn't have to take a receiver there.
Well, Jim, that's the whole point. You're exactly right, because at 18, who's going to be available?
Someone's going to be there. Someone.
Right. At 18, tackle-wise, what is it, Christian Darrisaw at best?
Well, yeah, unless they figure it out, they wanted to go the opposite way, and like Tucker or Darrisaw or or Tevin Jenkins,
well, you know what?
Or whatever.
For all the bad breaks the Lions have gotten, they were due to get a good one, and they didn't do anything stupid. And it's like I said, man, it's just Brad Holmes so far just continues to do the competent, rational stuff. That's all we can ask for. And if it doesn't work with Sewell, who the hell's going to knock it? We all wanted the guy.
How low is the bar that he does competent stuff and he gets praised?
What's up?
How low is the bar?
You know how low the bar is.
Rico,
Come on.
Look down at your feet. Pretty fucking low.
By the way,
yeah. Like,
the
come
Lions
on,
made
man.
this pick. Both the NFL Network and ESPN are in commercial breaks.
Doug predicted it.
Yep. Both of them.
Well,
No
they had a
respect for
chance.
the
They had 15 minutes to talk about it before.
Rieger, you like the pick? Rieger likes the pick.
We can hear.
Is the Tiger game still in a rain delay?
Who cares? Hey, can we take a minute just to talk about how
Yeah.
woefully average Casey Mize is?
Hey, all I know is they hit the under in game 1. I'm good.
Hey, well done by you.
So when does Doug drink the
I'm gonna get it over with.
Oh, Doug, don't do
Your
it, man.
hummus this is really messy, isn't it?
That's disgusting.
No, it's not
problem.
messy.
You'll be
Drink it fast enough and you're fine.
The pour, though. I'm worried about the pour.
Well,
No,
what's
no,
in the
pour it
shoe to keep the
slowly.
beer in there?
Treat
worried
it
about
like
the
you're
wrong
pouring,
stuff,
like you're tapping a keg. Just pour it easily. It's on an angle. Yes.
Do I
You got
drink
it.
it as I pour?
beer in the shoe. Do you want to see it?
No. Pour it all in on an angle, and then you're going to want to drink it quickly because it is what it is.
Like a Ziploc bag and line it?
No, he's deglazing the shoe.
Oh, it's disgusting. That is vile.
There we go. Game on.
Oh,
all over the place. Look at that. Oh my.
Wow. That's gross. That's disgusting.
No technique in that pour at all.
That's fucking nasty. Wow.
How's that, brother?
That's some nasty shit, Karsch.
That the Lions would trade out.
There was some dirt. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Are your daughters impressed?
What's that?
Are your daughters impressed with Mr.
Yes,
Karsch?
they're very impressed. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
My daughter
Oh,
can't.
I gotta do my Lions one.
No, don't, Mike.
I think this is gonna be the last one.
Okay, did he start with a full bottle?
No,
No, he did not.
I've been taking
Thank
little
God.
shots. Little shots.
Wow.
At least they got the right guy. This is
right.
This is the beginning of the pendulum of good luck swinging back to Detroit.
Well, it's also they took the guy that I think everybody look. If Penei Sewell's a bust, none of us thought that was going to be the case. You know what I mean? Like you just roll with it. Too many times they take a guy that nobody wanted, or all of us looked at and went, "This dude sucks." So no, it's. I'm happy for Lions fans because this is how you build. You don't build with toys. You know, you win up front. They got a shot to have the best offensive line they've had in 30 years. Think about that. That's how you win.
Yeah.
No. I mean, run the ball now. Protect. What's his nickname, Mike? Little Hands?
Oh, baby hands?
Yeah.
No, he's only here for a year and a half.
I was going to say, you're setting this up for the next quarterback. That's
Absolutely.
the other part of this.
Jimmy, I'm setting this up so the talent's so good I could put you under center.
There we go.
What do the Panthers do here?
There you go.
They're taking Slater.
I'd go Slater. I'd continue to reinforce that front.
There you go. Defense.
Oh, there it is.
First defense player.
Ahead of
I love this. I love J.C. Horn.
They've been going all in on defense. You go back to last year's draft, too.
So was it 7 picks last year on D? Dude, this kid plays with such an attitude. I love this kid. Plus, his dad's Joe Horn. This is badass.
I know.
Like
Joe
he breaks.
Horn.
His dad's what?
Joe Horn.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Oh, yeah. No, he breaks on the ball with force, man. He just gets after it. It's risky, but he makes plays, and he whoofs. I like this kid a lot.
Carolina
You like
should have
Sedary Adams?
The Bandit.
I love
They should have had Joe Horn go 1-on-1 against Patrick Surtain in the first and figure out who to pick.
Good call.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
I know. Well, we'd bet on it.
So
bet on everything.
Bet on anything. Yeah, exactly.
Let's revisit something here. Was it Schefter that reported that Aaron Rodgers to Green Bay or to Denver was a done deal?
Yeah. So
Schlereth did too.
Schlereth?
Yeah.
That was Schlereth out on I think
this
his station.
might be, was this the pick 6 he had? Or I remember watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're Denver here, what are you doing? The rumors are hot and heavy that they're in on Aaron Rodgers. They're a mess every year. They don't know what to do with their quarterback. Are they gonna select a quarterback?
Where are they getting the
They
money?
can make the pick and trade like Green Bay. Who do you want? Who do you want to take? We'll make the pick and then we'll trade them.
I guess that's we'll know by that. I guess was Devontae Smith the pick then, or
I just have a hard
Green
time
Bay,
with
what do you want?
Where do you get the money to just all of a sudden add Aaron Rodgers post free agency?
Out of thin air, dude. This is how it works in the NFL.
I know.
Cap space, they just find cap space.
Poor Teddy
He's played
Bridgewater.
like $100 million since January. I mean,
Yeah.
it's monopoly money. It's not real.
Yeah. They'll figure it out.
You'll find out right here. I mean, and Dallas goes Surtain at 10. Boy, you think Gettleman's really going to screw this up, isn't he? Slater's going to be staring him in the face, and he's going to pass.
You want Slater?
Who did Fields kill? Okay. Like, is there a dead body we don't know about with Justin Fields? Like,
no, but here's what happened. They revealed last week that he is epileptic, and he's got it under control.
Epilepsy at Ohio State, though. Like, it did make a difference.
I understand, but I'm just saying you get one little thing like that gets out there, and teams get scared. You know,
or if your stepdad puts a picture of you doing a bong rip out of a gas mask. It's the little things.
Little things.
Or drink beer out of a shoe.
You want to show your arsenal of weaponry on your bed? You know, you might find yourself sliding in the draft.
The little stuff.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Now, the Timberwolves and Warriors at about 118 points at halftime.
No, I mean the over/under's 234. I mean it's you're tracking.
More important, are the Pistons going to fuck this up?
I'm looking at it right now. Tim Hardaway's got 39 points. Mavs are up 2 with 2 minutes to go.
Frank Jackson will win the game.
Call, on the board plus 8.5.
Good call.
Stewart hit a 3.
What was that?
Somebody said on this chat that Isaiah Stewart just hit a 3 in the Piston game.
Oh, don't worry.
He's got 2 of them.
Frank Jackson's going to go on a personal 12-0 run here to ruin our lottery odds. Get him out.
Mm-hmm. And the Red Wings are losing 3-1.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Mike, you brought up a topic today on the air, and I didn't hear what the reaction was. You said if they get Penei Sewell, which they obviously got, is there any dissenting opinions in Detroit?
I don't think so. I think everyone's happy.
Did anybody did anybody complain? Anybody text? Anybody?
No.
Tweet?
Yeah, I got a text. People are.
Yeah,
guy wanted a playmaker.
Who texted you?
Somebody.
Well, take him out of your phone. He's an idiot.
I was gonna say, what's the complaint? Who did people want if it wasn't Sewell?
He wanted Devontae Smith.
That's nice.
So.
Oh, wow.
And then another guy wanted Justin Fields.
See, if they had their act together, if they were in a better spot organizationally, Fields is the pick. But they're not. They're not there. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to draft Fields into this mess, burn half his rookie contract while you're still paying Goff? You got no receivers. Your O-line's still a patchwork unit. You can't play any defense. Now, you'd be setting him up for failure. And I think he's a really good player, but I couldn't stomach doing that to him.
I gotta love Costa. He's like on the air right now.
I got the mic and everything. I'm on tonight. I'm just getting the rips in.
Right now.
Is this thing on?
Everybody else is drinking, and Costa's doing it.
Hey, look. Oh, this will be great. Gettleman will take somebody who's not on Mel's top 5. It'll be super. Can't wait.
Denver still counting down.
See, I wouldn't mind Parsons at 11. I take the risk, but everything I've heard, the Giants are super freaked out about his off-field stuff.
So the Giants would have no interest in Justin Fields.
Do we really have to do this? Do we really have to do this? You're going to just jackhammer my balls? You know that they love Daniel Jones. They love his blank stare.
Right, but Mike, they may say, you know what? We need to get
look. This would be great. Gettleman will
Wojo.
Hey, are you guys watching the draft?
Oh my God!
Did you see what they did?
Yeah, Damas, they messed you up. You had Darisaw.
No, I knew they were going to take a tackle. I thought they'd trade down.
So the Giants.
I got this out for you, Mike. Go a little Blanton's tonight.
Is Gator
Do we really have to do this?
Delicious.
Jackhammer my balls. You know that they love Daniel Jones. They love his blank. Who's got the audio?
Who's on delay?
On the computer?
Say, you know what? We need to
look. That must be Wojo.
It's got to be Wojo.
Wojo.
Mute your computer, you drunk idiot.
There was one rule, Wojo.
Wojo, next time. Hey, Wojo. Whoa, Joe, next time you call the station, turn your radio down.
Oh, my God. First time, long time.
The Giants.
Oh, my God.
All right, stop watching yourself, Wojo.
If he doesn't mute it, I'm out.
Do we really have to do this? Delicious.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Wojo, disconnect. Evan, kick Wojo off until he
Get him out of here. Put him in the bathroom. Get him out
All
of
right.
here.
I'm going to give him one more try. Make this happen, Wojo.
Computer, you trash idiot.
Oh, my God, Wojo.
What am I doing wrong?
Stop watching yourself.
Turn your audio off of the computer.
All right, so hold on. So if Schlereth is to be believed, then this has to be a pick for the Pack. Even if they're not going to announce the trade yet, you'd be
right. That's what I'm
saying.
So it can't be a quarterback then. So it's got to be a receiver.
Well, no. I mean, wouldn't it?
Lineman?
No. But
Who do the Packers want? Surtain, maybe?
No, but if you're trading for Aaron Rodgers, then the Packers would want Justin Fields.
No,
Jordan
Love.
He was horrendous last year in practice. Horrendous. To the tune where people are like, has this kid played football before?
Well, he's no Tim Boyle.
No, that's true. You don't give up on Tim Boyle if he's horrendous.
I mean, look at this asshole. This is what I mean. Can you imagine this guy's wife being like, oh, look.
What about now?
Here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going to hear something else, though.
Oh, Wojo, you suck.
Wow. Defense.
Goodell just asked this guy if he farted.
Wow.
That pick's got to be.
Oh, they
Packers,
take
right?
Surtain. The Cowboys are fucked. The Cowboys are fucked. Life is good.
Tony's happy.
Would you guys trade Goff?
Jerry Jones wanted the Cowboys. Surtain. Oh, this is great.
Hey, Woj.
Yeah.
Hey, Stoney, do a shot. Stoney's doing a shot every pick.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's a bad. He's got to stop. That's a terrible.
Oh no!
Wojo, he said you're getting up. Wojo, he said you're getting up tomorrow to fill in for him.
Oh, sure I am. Yeah, sure I am.
But wait a sec. Now we got 9 people. We're like the Brady Bunch.
Well, don't worry. I got to leave because this Pistons game's wrapping up and I'm doing post game. So
yeah, you're in the middle. You're Alice, right?
Would you guys trade Jared Goff for Aaron Rodgers?
248.
248 539.
Yeah, that's like the shows we used to do. How about KG for Rip?
Yeah. Oh, I like that trade.
Mike wasn't around for the Terry Mills and Lindsey Hunter for Chris Webber days.
Oh, jeez.
Let's do the test. Valenti, do you have one bad thing to say about the pick?
No, none. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And Mike, do you have?
Wojo, you're killing me, man. What's up with the sound?
Turn your sound off.
God, he's muted. He's just going to be. God. We're just going to look at him.
Mike, do you have one bad thing to say about Brad Holmes so far?
No. The only thing that was negligible to me was just adjusting Goff's contract. I would have found the money another way, but no. Doug, this is what a competent GM who has a realistic view of what this place is looks like.
Ninja.
I love it.
He's a ninja.
I love it. I'm all in, man.
Draft ninja.
He wasn't able to work the trade, but why would you when Penei Sewell falls in your lap?
Yeah, and you know what's funny too? Oh, Gator, and that's the thing too, is like we'll field those phone calls tomorrow, but like none of us know what they were offered. You know, what if the offers were shit? Well, no, I'm not. You have to bribe me to give up taking this player. So no, I'm not going to take a 3rd round pick and move to 11 or 12 or 13 and give up Sewell. Now, yeah, if the Giants called with their 2nd this year, that's different, but we don't know that.
Well, I think it's telling no one moved up for a quarterback. Like that's when you're going to get your biggest haul, and even after the Lions pick. So, yeah.
Technically, teams did. I mean, San Francisco didn't.
What am I doing wrong?
No, but I'm saying of this group. Like if someone loved Fields, it clearly isn't there. It's not there.
No. Oh, Mac Jones. He's looking like Aaron Rodgers and other people that have been sitting in that room.
Brady Quinn.
I didn't have the heart to say another name there.
Here's the other thing, guys.
New England doesn't take Mac Jones. Where does he go?
Washington?
Toronto Argonauts.
The Lions in the second round.
I'd take him in the second round. Well, not in the second round.
Well, the other part is where does Fields go? I mean, he's not going here to the Cowboys. He's not going to the Giants. Right. You're talking
New England.
New England
at
Washington.
15.
All right. And here's a question. At what point do the Bears get off their ass and do something?
Or how about Pittsburgh?
What about Minnesota at 14?
John, Pittsburgh's on that Giants Eli Manning plan. We're going to hold on to this guy until he's dead.
Charlie Casserly had Fields actually going to 24 to Pittsburgh.
That'd be amazing if that happened, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You know, getting back to, I think, Mike, you guys had Burkett on, and I think it was yesterday, and we played soundbite today where he was talking about the Lions were focused on three guys they really liked, and assuming it was Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, and Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
One of the three was there at 7. Did that just make sense?
Hold on, we got a trade. Eagles
there
have
it
moved.
is.
So this is what this is.
Justin
the Eagles have moved up ahead of the Giants, so they can take Devontae Smith.
Well, the Cowboys
they
wanted out.
Yeah, the Eagles need offensive linemen. Their offensive
Eagles are taking Rashawn Slater.
You don't think the Eagles need a wideout though, Mike?
Yes, they do, but they also need
They need an offensive line.
That's true.
They need both.
Well, they're going to screw you, Mike. I'm
No,
sorry.
this is going to end up with Devontae Smith as a Giant.
That's right. It's exactly what's going to happen. Rashawn Slater's going to go to Philadelphia.
Yep, and he'll turn into a Pro Bowler, and I got to watch him play for a decade. It's going to be sweet.
Did you see in the Phillies game the other day they were chanting "Fire Howie" at the Phillies game?
Messed up. Wow, Cowboys draft room looks lit.
That's because Jerry's on the boat.
He's on the Bond yacht. Yeah, that's right.
Somebody just put on the chat room, is Wojo hashtagging?
Yeah, you woke up early today. Nobody cares. Devontae Smith is a Giant. Get him out of here. He can't be trusted.
Has his audio up. Why isn't he picking this out? Hit mute on your computer.
Hey, Evan, I thought I was the worst one. Wojo's worse than me.
Later.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so classic. Wojo is a child.
Hey, Mike, just so
buddy.
know, all of the fellas that I grew up with are roasting.
He's on the Bond yacht. Are doing what, Rico?
They're roasting this Sewell pick. They hate it.
Well, I would just question their intelligence.
Rico, do you like the pick?
Do I like the pick? At this point, I got Trey Lance. They could have got Felix the Cat. I don't care.
Felix the Cat.
Jesus Christ.
Used to play for the Leafs.
Listen, Rico, it's not like they passed on Jamar Chase. So, what are your boys stressing about? That they passed on a 5'9", 180-pound wideout?
Yes, they wanted Devontae Smith.
Tell them to go play Madden. They can draft whoever they want. I don't know what
they said the Lions never draft playmakers.
Right. No, they only drafted maybe the best left tackle prospect in 5 years.
Yeah.
Wojo's very upset. He says, I'm not in your stupid little club. But Wojo needs to understand he has to turn off the audio on his computer in order for him to play in our club.
Right. Let's give it another try.
Yeah. And the play
has not figured it out.
You guys.
And the playmakers, Rico, Calvin Johnson, he's a horrible playmaker.
His lips are moving.
Well, as I said, I was like, guys, name one wide receiver who won the Super Bowl with his original team, and they said Jerry Rice. I'm like, wow, you went all the way back to 1985. Okay.
Hey, Wojo, type it.
Have Wojo
Type
put
it out.
up on paper.
The Pistons lose. The Pistons lose.
Was it by less than 8.5?
Hold on.
I've turned on audio. I'm
No.
trying.
10.
By 10.
Now we can hear you.
We can hear you.
And
we
the-
just
and
don't
the-
need to hear your computer.
My Commodore 64 isn't working.
And the Timberwolves are winning again. Pistons going to be in second.
Yeah, we should do this again NBA draft night when they pass on Cade Cunningham. My head will explode.
Oh,
No, Troy Weaver's okay.
They won't do that.
No, Mike, it looks like Sadiq Bey missed the 3 at the end.
Oh, good. Sadiq found a way to bonus again. Thanks, pal.
You still putting money on him?
No, hell no. We did that once and he fucked us. Never again. He only needed to score 1 point in 19 minutes, and he couldn't do that for the people of Detroit. What a deadbeat.
Yeah, trust me, Doug. It's already all over the Twitterverse.
He's going to be in second.
Where's my cheesy poops?
That's come on. Whose audio
All right,
is
Woj.
this?
It's Woj. He sucks.
What is he doing wrong, Evan? Tell him what he's
Is that
doing
your
wrong.
boy that took that one?
He's doing everything wrong.
Go get COVID again, will you?
Oh, wow. Easy.
Wow.
Okay, Mike. You're cut off.
Yeah, all right, say goodbye, Stoney.
That's the scotch. That's the booze.
I know.
No kidding. There were particles in that shoe.
Yeah, I told you. What you do is you're basically deglazing your shoe.
Yeah, you know what, Gator? It never made its way into the freezer. I never put it in the freezer.
If the Giants take Rashawn Slater, I'll be deglazing my pants. I'm so sick. You know what it is, though, fellas? It's what Lions fans deal with. I'm so sick and tired of 2nd and 9. We haven't been able to run the ball in 10 fucking years. It drives me insane.
You guys watching the draft?
There you are.
Hey, Wojo.
There were particles in that shoe.
No.
There we go.
Oh, there he goes again.
Devontae
He's
Smith.
still on delay.
Devontae Smith.
Oh, he's gone.
There it is.
What did I say? They
Well-
moved up ahead of the Giants to screw us, but joke's on them. I'm not mad.
All right.
Wow.
Why did they even do that? They didn't have to. Dallas wasn't.
I don't
Dallas
give it.
wasn't
The Giants were going to take him, Mike. I am trying to tell you this.
Why would the Giants want to
Because
take him?
they're assholes.
The
It
Giants
doesn't
have-
matter.
The Giants have decent receivers. They didn't need him.
You don't. I'm telling you, they coveted this kid,
Okay.
and they're going all in on Danny Dimes. If they don't take Rashawn Slater, my head's gonna explode.
Quiddy Pay.
I know, John. They're gonna. They're gonna. It's gonna be
Quiddy Pay.
Tyrone Wheatley all over again for me. No pass rusher in this draft is worth going at 11. No way.
Oh, that way I can hear Rico say Quiddy Pay just like he says Sadiq Bey.
I know.
So did we bully Wojo out, or is he like writing or something?
Yeah, what happened?
He said he had to go right, but he can't figure out technology. So
Gator,
All
I
he's
think
got to do,
I
think he's watching I think he's watching it on Twitch, and he's got the Twitch volume up. Just turn the Twitch to
He's
mute.
gone.
He should have been all right.
he got rid of the weak link.
Gator, his AOL kicked him out.
Fair enough.
He's got to load up a new disc.
Hey, another pick. Stoney, do another shot.
I did.
Oh,
He
okay.
just did.
All right, my bad. My
But
bad.
do you got to do 2 for the Eagles?
No, I'm happy with the. I would have rather them take an offensive lineman.
Can the Giants find their way out of this pick?
Well, I mean, the thing you got to weigh at this point. I mean, well, Slater's the second best offensive lineman out there. They should have taken. I would have taken Slater if I were them. But you can get good offensive lineman in the second round, that's for sure. But you could probably get a good wide receiver in the second round.
Right, exactly.
They need a pass rusher.
Oh yeah, hug it out, Howie.
Oh, the
They
Giants do, John.
They won a Super Bowl a few years ago.
Yeah, John, you're right. We do need a pass rusher, which is why you can't take Quiddy Pay. Did he play
There it
this
is.
year?
No, I
Not
don't
really.
think
He
he had
played a game and a half.
The
I
last
don't remember
time he had
seeing him
2
too much.
sacks was against Army.
Exactly. Like it's another
Really?
one of these
Oh,
Rashawn Gary
trade,
guys.
Mike.
Yes, he
Trade.
is. Will he be the first
Giants
defensive
made a
end
trade,
taken
Mike.
pass?
Don't
Who made
fuck
it?
with my emotions, Rico. Don't do that.
I'm not.
Well,
You're
they could
lying.
always have the
No,
Jones
they just made a
brothers
trade
at
with the Bears.
quarterback.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here's a subway
Oh,
train.
Gettleman trading down.
It's
What's
just
it
so,
Now, so
it
now
just
whoever
tastes
the
so
Giants-
good.
Oh,
He's
to
gonna
the
be happy,
Bears. The
right?
Bears want Justin Fields.
They're going
They
Mac
got to get
Jones.
some. They got to get something out of it.
Holy shit, Gettleman traded down. What world am I living in?
So whoever the Giants get, you're going to be happy, right?
Let me see what they got from the Bears. As long as we got some good shit, yeah, I'll live with it, Rico. I don't care. If they Quiddy Pay at 18 or 17 or whatever the fuck we just traded down to. Yes, I'll be all right with it. Yes.
Where are the Bears?
20.
Rock and roll. Sure. Whoever they take. I don't give a shit. We're short on picks, man. We're terrible. I don't know if you've noticed. We need picks.
Whoa.
So now the Bears have got to take Justin Fields.
They have to take.
Yes.
Can't be Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bears could, though, right?
Trubisky 2.0.
Yeah, that would be the most Matt Nagy thing of all. Oh, one of my good buddies is a Bears fan. My phone is going to explode.
Davis Mills.
Oh, by the way, I've just gotten the live reaction from my dad. Let's go to the phones here. Holy shit. Holy shit, they did it. I'll call him in a minute. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad they moved down. Rico, what do you got? What do we move down for here?
It says first and fifth this year and first and fourth next year.
Now.
Oh, whoa. We got the Bears first next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, they're going up 9 spots.
Yep.
You should.
No. That's great because then when we
they're
fire
taking a
Gettleman's
quarterback,
ass,
so-
the
Yeah,
new
you
GM
got,
gets to use both picks.
You swap
Does this
picks.
guy
You got the 5th round pick this year, Mike. You got 1st and 4th next year.
Great.
Good trade, Mike.
Then we fire Gettleman, and the
Mike,
next guy
how
gets to
about
have 2
Gettleman?
first rounders.
Basically, it's what everybody wanted Detroit to do. Gettleman stepped up to the plate
did it,
and
Mike.
got it done. You need to just shut the hell up, Mike.
Hey, Mike, this is where you take your pants off and run around the room, right?
No. Let's see who they get first.
Well, this is when he needs to put on his Eli Manning jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, the hell with that.
Quiddy Pay at 20.
I don't know why they said, the pick is in. Here we go.
I'd be good with that, Doug. I'd have no
As
problem.
they're gathering the Fields family around the table. I think it's Justin Fields. They showed Mac Jones. He was all by himself, and he did not look happy. So I'm thinking it's Justin Fields.
It's got to be.
Hey, in the division. Who'll be the
Mike, where's the dog? Where are the dogs at?
They're upstairs. Why? You want me to bring one down?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, hang on.
All right, then I'll bring our dogs together here.
What is this? The Humane Society? We doing a commercial? I mean, what is this?
And the Giants, yeah. Wow. I mean, the Bears. Interesting pick.
Uh-oh. Define interesting. Oh, no, they didn't take Slater, did they?
Somebody you're going to see twice a year.
It's going to be Fields.
It's got to be Fields.
Got to be Fields.
Mike, you should just be happy.
Well, no.
Meanwhile, somebody is rocking a tambourine in the background.
Rico, I'm a little confused because Gettleman's in cover his ass mode, and he actually did what Bob Quinn wouldn't, which is he acquired picks that he might not be around to use.
Yeah.
Or he could use that first round pick to get back into the first round this year. We'll see.
I got to tell you, that Dick Butkus throwback jersey was awesome until you saw the name Butkus on the back, and they totally used the wrong size font.
Yeah,
giant letters.
He got that from the discount rack on eBay.
Yeah.
Best statue I ever saw was at Illinois. The Dick Butkus statue outside their stadium is the best sports statue I've ever seen.
Is it?
Oh, it's awesome. Here we go.
Oh boy.
It'll be a minute, huh?
Well, while Goodell is reading about the pandemic, it's nice that the guy behind him is wearing a mask. So we got that going for us.
Yeah.
Mike, how do you feel about the orange on orange tie shirt selection for the guy in the background?
It's awful. I'm not a big fan of the monochromatic shit. That's just a bad look. But
that's
whatever.
old, right? I mean, that's like 10 years old now, right?
It's at least.
He looks like a character from Burn Notice. This is bad. That's like a bad detective outfit from a sitcom.
Burn.
That's just bad.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
That's nice.
Wow.
All right.
You know what? Like I don't know. Maybe people will disagree, but like I like when shit like this happens. It makes it interesting. You know, like you already hate this kid's guts because he played for the Buckeyes. Now he's a Bear. Like it just makes you invest in wanting to destroy him. Like I dig that shit. I like that.
Well, hey, Mike, and well, I guess everybody.
Yeah.
The first red flags for me with Justin Fields was the Michigan State game, where I know he didn't have a bunch of starters, but I thought he waited forever for his receivers to come open. He wasn't delivering on time. Then I saw it against Indiana and then Northwestern. Then he looked great in the playoff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Doug, I got to be honest. The Michigan State game, he was probably just out there bored and said, "I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
These guys are bad. Let me just wait. You'll get open." No. It's like when you're playing street ball. No, keep going. Keep going. No. Keep going.
But Indiana, Northwestern.
Now, Indiana's a good team.
Oh, I know, but they're not great defensively. But this playoff game, he looked great.
Yeah, show the Georgia highlights. Good job, Kirby Smart, making that Jake Fromm pick.
Yeah.
The problem, like, it was interesting because I was listening to Trent Dilfer talk about it, and I know he was terrible as a pro, but he's really respected, you know, as a QB guru and a coach. He just talked about how basically they're going to have to remake his whole motion because it's so long. Yep. And that's just not going to fly in the NFL versus like Trevor Lawrence, who's 6'6", and usually the taller guys, they take that longer windup, but he's quick and he's twitchy. He just talked like some teams are like, yeah, we basically got to remake everything this kid does.
So
I mean, true, Mike, but I remember, look, when Mahomes and they're like, the sidearm, that stuff's not going to fly in the NFL.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I was just offering an answer to it.
No, I got you.
Oh, well, you remember too, what was it, Rico, when Mahomes was like, yeah, I don't even know how to identify the Mike linebacker?
Yeah.
Like he had no concept of how to do anything at Tech. It worked out okay.
Yeah. I think Justin Fields will be okay.
Stoney, did you do your shot?
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
And didn't Mike Lombardi say the same thing to you about his delivery, that he just has to step way too much into a delivery, and that doesn't fly in the NFL.
Right.
By the way, Justin Fields did not exactly look too pleased he was being a Bear.
I mean,
I don't know if he smiled in his life. I mean, he's a focused kid. I think he's a solid.
I'm not saying that's a negative. I'm just curious. It was curious to me.
Yeah, let's take a look at that illustrious Bears quarterback history. It's a real career maker.
I know.
Yeah.
He just wants to learn. He just wants to learn from the Red Rocket.
What an abysmal signing. Absolutely abysmal signing. So what? Cowboys got to go Slater here then, right? I mean, the O-line is aged in a hurry.
Yeah,
Tyron Smith does not have long.
Defensively, they still like defensive back.
Right, but who do you take here?
Unless they're the safety from TCU.
Well, V-Tech, you can go with the corner out of V-Tech.
Caleb Farley.
Yeah. Newsom from Northwestern.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you know what's sad about it too? Well, it's not sad because I hope the Cowboys lose every game forever. But this is a draft that has no legitimate interior D lineman, and that is arguably their biggest need. Dude, they gave up 2,600 yards on the ground last year.
Wow.
That's like Kansas State, like Kansas football. 2,600 yards. That's ridiculous.
Well, the Cowboys, can they draft bone marrow too soon?
Come on. Rico, that's a 15. That's throw a flag.
He says he's 100%. I just want to make sure he's going to stay that way. That's all.
Holy shit.
That would make sense. But look, protect the guy. You take Rashawn Slater. I agree with you. That's what you do. Fuck the defense. Go with the offensive line.
What do we got here?
The pick is in. Why do I feel like that's almost sponsored by Chick-fil-A with the way they're writing pick?
Oh, speaking of devil, that's what I just said.
There you go.
Look at these stats. It looks like Michigan's defense.
Oh, shots fired.
I'll take those stats. Jeez.
What?
Oh my!
These
almost
people
won
that, these people that dress up drive me nuts. Ugh. Can you imagine that asshole's wife sitting at home going, "Yep, I married this guy."
Well, just know, Mike, that the alternate for the Lions was probably Dan Leach. So,
oh boy, look at what's coming in here.
Is
that a representative football team or is that a Cowboys rep? What do we got?
That's a loud Jack.
On their way
What
to
is
the Wind and Fire concert.
Who wants no part of this guy? Look at him.
Right.
God.
Like, who let him off stage?
Looks like he's like wearing Hagopian carpet stuff.
Right. It's a rug.
What do we got here?
A lot of pointing, a lot of shaking. Whole lot of shaking going on.
All right, take it easy. What's going on here?
I can't tell with the mask, but is that Lizzo?
Wow.
It's a great cause. We need to chill.
I don't know what's
happening. I'm not listening to the audio, so I
like somebody suffered from depression.
Yeah.
Right. And then I feel terrible. Thanks, Rico.
No, you don't know what's going on.
My question still stands.
I don't know what's happening. This whole no audio thing is tough.
Wow.
Whoa.
Micah Parsons.
Wow.
That's very on brand Cowboys, though.
Yes.
That is.
Yes, it is.
That's very on brand. And plus,
Jalen Smith, right? That could be an interesting
there's
combo.
that, but Van Der Esch's neck is still messed up. Sean Lee retired. They just went. And again, I mean, John, Doug, you guys tell me. I mean, I asked Rico about it. Like, I thought he was going to be a top 10 pick all day, every day. The off the field.
No, you know what?
Some weird shit, man.
Him not playing hurt him.
Yeah.
I mean, he just went 12. But I mean, I think if he plays, he's probably. I think he had a chance to be
top 7.
Yeah. Yeah, he might have been the line.
He's also the type of linebacker where like people freak out taking him, but you can scheme pressure for him. You can send him, and he can be a pass rusher, not in that traditional sense, but he's a freak show.
Okay, first.
Oh, wow.
Roberto.
Hard to find highlights in that one.
Roberto, you do realize we're talking sports, right?
Hey, John, only in the first half, though. The greatest first half of Shea
second
Patterson's
half was
career.
all speed and space.
Tony, do your shot.
Yeah, Wojo must have sent me the wrong link. I thought this was the AA meeting.
Kind of is.
Wow.
What's up, Roberto?
Hey now.
Yeah, Stoney's already half a bottle of Doers deep. So
He's my hero.
What'd you make of the Lions pick,
You need to raise your bar.
Roberto, what are you drinking tonight?
Everything.
Oh, hold on. You guys are all distorted. What the hell's going on here?
Well, back your camera up a little bit. We got the ultra close up.
Way too close. Like To Catch a Predator close.
I think we caught the predator.
What? Boy, Jerry Jones looks like he wants to kill somebody.
Well, I was hoping he would go for the yacht look, but I guess they made him go to the headquarters.
Are you? The headquarters is on the yacht. What are you kidding?
Nah, he was just all by himself last year on the yacht.
I don't know. Yeah, but now he actually invited people on because we can have a party. Let's get out. We're going to have some whiskey and just enjoy it.
Micah Parsons is about to get a real introduction to the league because that D line is not going to keep him clean. I hope he's ready for what's coming. That D line's an atrocity.
Well, they got some more picks to build it up.
They need several, Scott.
Well,
so now hold on. If you're the Chargers, I mean, Rico, you remember you were talking about the Penei Sewell thing. If you're the Chargers and you sat here,
right,
and Slater fell to you, man, you just do it, don't you?
Yeah, that was the rumor that they were going to trade up to try to get him.
Right.
No, you're right. I mean, who's 13? What, are the Chargers now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They just lucked up.
Rashawn Slater, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. Oh, what the hell just happened?
Doug fell over.
Stoney!
Down goes Karsch!
Stoney!
Down goes Karsch!
It's my fault.
You all right? You in good shape? Yeah, well, you got to get rid of the whatever the hell that taste was out of the bottom of that shoe.
Oh, it was terrible. There were particles in that shoe.
I told you, you're deglazing the shoe.
I should have froze it. I never did, Gator.
You screwed up. What do you want to say? I gave you advice and you didn't heed it, or you forgot. You just forgot, I guess.
No.
I actually joined now. The FCC asked me to join because Mike's cursing is really out of line.
Hey, we can't hear you. Move the camera closer to your face.
Oh, I'm right. It's right here.
Roberto.
Wow.
Roberto, fuck the FCC.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah, Roberto. Yeah, thank you. You're way close.
Wow. Fair enough.
Hey, who's doing the morning show with Jansen?
Yeah, there. Picks in for the Chargers. They took all the 10 seconds.
Stoney's going to do it, but he's still going to be liquored up. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm doing it. You know how I know that I'm a little drunk because I'm not participating in the Sewell Zoom conference right now.
You seem very sober.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Roberto, what? You got no Kiss playing in the background? What's going on over there?
Oh, you can see that. You can see in the back.
So, is that vinyl? Is there a lot of vinyl you got going there?
Oh, yeah.
You audiophile, you?
I'm taking a walk. Here you go. Here you go, Roberto.
Oh, my God, no. Stoney, sit down, please.
That's what time it is.
Wow.
We're going to go find the dog.
Did you say the time, like Morris Day? And
this is the greatest video I've ever seen.
Hold on. Stoney's wandered around his house.
Great.
He looks like a commercial for Life Alert.
Yeah, had about 10 shots of booze. Say hi to everybody, hon.
What is this, the Blair Witch Project in Stoney's house?
Yeah.
Bye.
Dude, my wife.
Hi, Mrs. Stoney.
She can't hear you because I'm the only one with the earbuds or whatever.
Oh, my
Why'd you tell her I said hello, for Christ's sake? I was being nice.
If we clap,
says hi, Don.
if we clap, are your lights going to come on?
She likes watching TV in the dark. What can I tell you?
Well, you like dancing in the dark, so what's the difference?
Oh, very good. I'm getting yelled at for screaming. I'm getting yelled at for screaming.
Yeah. Courtney Cox, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike's talking to Gettleman.
I don't know why Mike hasn't gotten the dogs downstairs. That's bullshit.
Stoney's frozen. Look at Stoney.
Yeah. Are you sure he's frozen?
He's at no. Mike's talking to Evan right now saying, why the hell did you let Roberto on this thing?
Who knows? Oh, he's unfrozen. Unfrozen caveman lawyer. I love it. Roberto, I'm sorry. Rico, what do you got back there? Is that Homer Simpson eating a donut?
Yeah, the movie poster.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. Where are you now, Mike? You go full circle, Stoney?
Yeah.
4 times.
What?
He's stuck in me. He's doing Stoney do what Stoney do. You know?
That was great.
Great line, Ev. I like that.
That was so awesome.
The draft's still on or no? Is that over?
I was gonna say, yeah.
The first round over.
Waiting for Rashawn Slater to go to the Chargers.
Hey, before it gets too late, because I know we got to wrap this up soon. Who do we want to drop out of the first round for the Lions to get in the second round?
Christian
Rashawn
Barmore.
Slater.
Rondell Moore.
Ooh.
Or the other Moore, one of the Moores.
Elijah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going Rondell. You can do more.
I think Rondell will be there.
You can do more. I like that, Rico.
I think Rondell will be there for the Lions in the second round. I don't know if Barmore will, but I sure hope he's there.
So we got Elijah Moore. We got
Rondell Moore and Christian Barmore.
And Barmore.
I'll duck for cover. How about Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah?
Oh, I'd love that.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be good.
I'd have to lay down a tarp for that to happen.
Uh-huh.
Meaning I'd be excited.
Will you shoot the boot if he's there?
Thanks for explaining.
If he's there for the Lions to select in the second round, like if the Lions are on the clock and Owusu-Koramoah is there, yeah, I will shoot the boot. Absolutely, because he's not going to be there. I mean, it's easy pick. I'd love it, but it ain't going to happen. But I'd love that.
Somebody on our comments wants to know if Gregory Rousseau falls to the second round. You take him.
I think he does fall in the second round.
Mike.
Yep. That's a good pick.
Rashawn Slater goes to the Chargers. And, I'd be intrigued, yeah. I mean, it's one of the guys you'd be interested in, sure.
He's there tonight, isn't he? He thinks he's going in the first.
That's right.
Wow. Well, have we seen any Rudge Eschers go yet in the first? We haven't seen a Rudge Escher go yet in the first. So.
Not one. Or any
edge rushers. But, who's going to be the first edge rusher to go? Will it be Kwity Paye? Will it be who's the guy from Georgia?
Disappointed in my man Rashawn Slater's suit.
That suit the suit's hideous. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, unbutton the top, unbutton the button.
Jesus
Mike,
Christ.
Mike,
yo,
you got a pick for the Derby yet?
Yeah, tell us. I want to know.
There you go, Rico. No, I got some ideas. I'm brewing, Doug. I know tomorrow, Rico.
Doug, it'll be a horse, a brown horse.
There you go. That's nice.
Gator? You got picked in for the Derby?
Yeah, the horse that who owns it? I think it's Judd Nelson and Andrew McCarthy own it. It's called Mare Winningham.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Get them all out, guys. Empty the bag.
I like Oliver Schlitz. I think that's another good one.
I heard Mr. Ed's making a comeback.
Hello.
Go ahead. Empty the bag, Rico.
A Rocky montage right now.
Yeah. And won't you be my neighbor?
You're a real piece of shit. You know that? I'll tell you what.
How many horses does what's his face Plechter have tomorrow or Saturday?
Pletcher?
Yeah, Pletcher.
He's got. Let me see. He's got the 20 Bourbonic, which has got Kendrick Carmouche on it. He's got the 5 Sainthood. He's got.
Roberto,
the problem is he had a horse that I thought could win this thing, but it drew the rail, and you don't win from the rail, which was Known Agenda. So you got to kind of scratch that one out.
That's what Doug said yesterday.
Yep.
Roberto, what is?
It's a dog.
Look at that puppy.
Okay. I'm like, what the hell?
I
thought it was his ass.
To what he was showing us.
Man, I didn't know what he was showing us, John.
I know. I was worried.
It was part of the helicopter, I think.
Yeah. That was the motor.
Is that a Shar-Pei?
I'm just not going to comment on the guy I saw tiptoeing out the back of the house.
Oh! Wow.
That was Scott Thorson. He just
New angle, Gator. New angle.
But here's one thing.
Wow. Let me show my dog.
We have a trade. We have a trade.
Jets are moving up.
The Jets are moving up.
Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who are they moving
What
up?
are the Jets doing?
Yeah, who's on the board? Who do they want?
I was going to say an offensive lineman, maybe Elijah Vera.
Yeah. Let's do all the things for. Let's do all the things for Zach Wilson we didn't do for Sam Darnold.
So Gator, you called them the dumbest organization in football.
Yeah.
How about they pair Zach Wilson with Mac Jones right here?
Oh, the double dip like the Washington Football Club did.
Yep.
Yeah, at least they spread it out a few rounds.
God, that is. Jesus.
I mean, I'm not a Jets fan, but if I was the Jets, I'd go offensive line and protect your franchise quarterback.
Didn't they just take a tackle?
The most Jetsy thing, like this would be like on brand Jets if they moved up and took like Elijah Moore. That is like the classic
wide receiver.
Yeah, it's just they're awful.
Stupid.
Jets is such garbage.
They could use a wide receiver, but I wouldn't trade up for him.
No, never. But that's
you trade up to take a solid offensive, best player available, obviously, but offensive lineman or this is 14. Who's the best defense? The defense is actually all right. So,
right, the ultimate jet thing to do would take Najee Harris.
I was just going to say Najee Harris. Yes.
My bold ass prediction: top 15, right?
That was a bold ass prediction.
It's not looking good.
I had the funny thing is in my mock draft, I had the Jets taking Najee Harris at 23. So,
Tony, you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
New England next pick.
Yes, New England has 15, and they're going to take Mac Jones.
New England's going to get Mac Jones. And what's he going to be? Who's he get compared to? Jansen, you hate him, you love him.
I bet you they pass on Mac Jones, and Mac Jones makes it to the second round.
Oh, no. I think New England's going to snap him up. They didn't have to move. They didn't have to trade. So it's like the Chargers.
Will you drink beer out of a shoe if he goes in the first round?
No. My shoes are a lot bigger than yours.
Yeah, and that flip-flop's disgusting.
It's hard to drink beer out of a flip-flop, but you know what? We'd find a way to make you do it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Get some plastic on the sides of that puppy and make it happen, Captain.
Hilarious.
Pick is in.
Yeah, it's like the Lions are on the clock. Everybody's in commercial break. Yeah. Hey, Costa,
yeah.
the Tiger game started?
What's up? What? No, yeah, the Tiger game started.
Did it?
Oh, Tigers are up.
Yeah, right. No, 2-0 Sox.
No way.
Stunner.
Not Matt Boyd. It's Fulmer, huh?
First inning.
It's bottom of the second, 2 on, 1 out.
Who started?
Boyd's pitching. Boyd's pitching.
Boyd's pitching.
Michael Fulmer's pitching.
Oh, really? They changed it?
Oh, no. Did they pick?
I mean, unless they're showing a highlight from last year. No, it's Fulmer.
He left the game due to injury. He called the trainer to the mound after a pitch. He left the game.
Oh,
yeah.
I was just going to say he's only thrown 9 pitches. Oh, crap. So Boyd's hurt?
Right. There goes the value. Not that Avila would get it for it anyway.
Well, what value?
I know.
Oh, please. Avila asked for Babe Ruth and 50% ownership in the franchise.
Well, throw in Mickey Mantle.
Guy's the worst. Absolute worst.
So you don't like him, Mike?
Nah. I won't use the word I want to use. I'll just say strong dislike. I know you prefer that one.
Well, I thought Avila was the word.
Yeah.
Put him on the list of people
Yeah. Avila actually means substandard in Latin.
Hilarious.
Hang on, I got to plug in here. I'm losing some juice.
This trade, the Vikings just traded out of this for a third rounder? Did I see that wrong?
Yeah, what?
Does the Vikings only get a third rounder for moving back 9 spots?
Wow.
Probably value drop.
That's not a lot.
9 spots for just a third rounder.
Yeah, but once you get into the teens, the value drops for that pick. So you're not getting first rounders. You're getting like third or fourth rounders or fifth rounders.
A little surprising. I must have
Well, and they're not moving up for a quarterback either. Right?
Pete are saying it's 2 third rounders. I just looked up and saw it. Is it 2 third rounders? Do we know who they're taking here?
I'm thinking it's an offensive lineman.
Yeah. Yeah, the pick is in. Yeah.
Rico, you want to spoil it?
Nope.
They took an offensive lineman from Oregon. Good pick. Penei Sewell.
I love that Roberto's laughing.
What's he laughing at? Me?
He's laughing at you giving the commentary to your wife. Sorry,
Oh, that's so good.
What's that?
They took Mac Jones?
No, Vera Tucker.
Oh, I was going to say, the show so Mac Jones goes to New England at 15 because Mac Jones is happy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stoney, you didn't do a shot.
Oh, sorry, I'm delinquent.
No, I can't believe he's still doing it.
Guys, it's real. Yeah. Is it done? How much is left? Y'all done?
No. Maybe one more left, I think.
All right.
I've been nursing it. They've been pretty small shots.
Whatever, dude. That bottle was like a third full by the time you started.
Jeez.
Shayna. They bought the tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say let them crash. That's for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Here's Stoney. That's for you.
Look at that.
Oh, thank you. There we go. That's I hated that. I didn't hate it. I didn't like that tour.
Neither did I. Awful.
That tour. Not the album, that tour.
Album was not great.
All right.
The New England's pick is already in.
It's Mac Jones, right?
Mac Jones all day.
Patriots get whatever the hell they want.
Is Jansen?
Oh, look at that censorship. Self-censorship. Nice stuff. Mike, you bring a dog down with you or what?
Nah, I had to plug in, man. I can't. I got to put him up at the bar. I can go get one if I really want. Hold on.
The people want to see a dog. The people want to see at least one dog. Let's go. Get a dog.
My dog went upstairs already.
Mike's got a copper ceiling. Did you guys see that? It's like a. Look at it.
It's made with real pennies.
Yeah, it matches the marble floors.
Yeah.
And Stoney's moat.
Yeah. The oldest bit in the world.
You know what? Yeah, Mike's dog is in his conservatory.
Right. With the
He's going to the guest house to get it.
The dogs are with the nanny right now.
I'm just wondering how he's going to expand his ceiling to add all the extra MSU helmets.
He mentioned that earlier in the show.
You keep getting in the ear of Michigan State, Rico, and he's going to have to expand.
Rico.
So what?
Rico's the AD up there.
Yeah, you got all the influence.
Yep.
I got no influence.
Rico's got hand.
Please. You're looking at the influence down there in the corner, Jansen. That's the
Where, Michigan State?
Here we go. Another.
Jansen, you want to trade? You want to change your mind on who this pick's going to be? Because I think it's Mac Jones.
Probably.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Don't act like you don't know my name.
Return of the Mac.
Maction.
You say his name was Don Cox?
Wait, is that the laundry guy from from HGTV? No?
It's like Wojo.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gator, what's his name?
Who? The laundry guy?
Yeah. Did you see his name?
It's like
Looks
Patrick
like
something.
Looks like Brendan Sir.
Brendan Malone. He's got some Brendan Sir to him.
No.
You think that's his real name?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, look at the puppy dog. Which one's that?
Oh, puppy.
That's Rocky.
Stoney.
Oh, don't make me cry. My Rocky's
Let me guess.
dead.
Otis wanted no parts of this.
No, dude, they were
Look
both.
at that puppy.
No, Rock's pissed. They were both napping. This is a party foul on my part, but you wanted to see him, so I bring him
I
down.
did want to see him. I want to see
He'll
him.
leave you a little present in the morning.
Yeah, that's right.
If I showed you my Rocky, it'd be the thing of ashes that we have in the next
Oh,
room.
stop.
Right.
Oh, I mean,
Good Lord.
he brings a Rocky. I get misty eyed. You know.
Oh,
Wow.
poor Stone.
You see the puppy dog? Oh. Someone's a little ornery.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
Roberto's dog's crying.
All right. Wave goodbye. He wants to go back to sleep. He's done.
That's all.
I'd say Evan, we may have hit the tail end of this thing.
Mike, before we wrap this up, do you have like a copper roof down there?
Yeah, I put in a tin tile. Me and my pops did it. It took way too long, but yeah, we put in like a bar
awesome.
ceiling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's pandemic. We all had a lot of time.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah.
How many people are still watching this?
2685.
All right.
That's impossible.
Wow, that's
I encourage
ridiculous.
them all to tune in to the morning show tomorrow at 6 a.m.
I'll be fine.
to check on Mike Stone.
I've done worse. Once me and Sarah and I went to see Springsteen in Cleveland and drove right to the station and slept for like an hour and then did a show. So it's okay. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I don't know.
1987.
Yeah.
So, Valenti, when am I coming over and having some bourbon in your basement?
I'm open for business now. Now that, like, the sensible
I'm vaccinated,
folks.
man. I'm 2 weeks
That's
past
right.
my second shot. I'm ready to
Yeah,
roll.
me too.
buddy.
I know, man. I'm really hoping we can pick it up because all I want to do is go to a football game in the fall with a full stadium and no BS and just live and just do it.
Yeah. And
Like,
all I
are
want to
you
do is a
are
zoom,
you
zoom, zoom.
are you have you considered going to that MSU game in Miami or no?
No, I haven't, but it's the first time it's been brought up to consider it. I would.
Yeah.
I'd consider it.
I was tinkering with that. The other one I'm thinking of going to is Army, Wisconsin, in Madison. I want to go back to Madtown
Oklahoma this year, weren't you?
What's up, man?
You were supposed to be at Army, Oklahoma in West Point.
Last year, yeah, that was going to be a night game at West Point. They didn't sell the game because Oklahoma thought they would sell it.
God bless Oklahoma for scheduling it in the first place.
Yeah, there's a connection between Army's AD and Castiglione. Like they go back away, but like they thought that they would sell it and play it at MetLife, and just fill the thing up. But they said no. So yeah, it would have been awesome. West Point's it's just an awesome place.
Where is their Army's coach is up for a job? Which job? Kansas?
What, Jeff Monken?
Yeah, it's him and the Buffalo coach.
Yeah, but that's Kansas is a death sentence, man.
I know.
Just stay at West Point until someone offers you a legitimate job. Like somewhere where you have a chance.
Just not Kansas.
Yeah, dude. Kansas is like Eastern Michigan.
I don't even think you can cheat at Kansas and win.
Hey, John, you think he'd look good in Maize and Blue, Monken?
Jeff Monken?
What?
Maybe someday.
Yeah, okay. John, if it ever comes to you guys running the triple option, you're dead. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
He can evolve. We're just sick of what's there.
All right, boys.
I got to do one more for the road, right?
You got to wrap it up.
No, you do not.
Well, you got to finish the bottle.
Everybody
You gotta
enjoy
finish
the
it.
rest of the night.
Cheers. Great.
Take
Great
care,
job,
everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for watching.
Yeah.
Enjoy the Derby, Mikey.
Will do, brother. Oaks tomorrow, Stoney. Don't rush it. Oaks Day.
I know. Jay doesn't have one, but I think he might have one who's running in the card, but not on the.
So Mike,
race.
Hey, Stoney,
Mike, are we
just
doing
text
Oaks on the board?
You want an Oaks pick on the board? I'll give you one. Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I see you.
All right. A lot of fun, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Good night.